I'm excited because I'm going to do the thing.
God dang it, I was muted and I was over here.
No, Barbara, time to shine.
Da-dun, da-dun. Oh, hang on.
Oh,
I couldn't remember how it went.
God. If I have to get the German to do this.
Remaining.
Oh, it's really hard now. Dun-dun, dun-dun.
So I was working on some new lyrics for this song that I call Trapped in the Shower.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, now he's there. Oh, wait, hold on. 7 in the morning, and the sun between the bars waking
Street
me up.
Smarts, 3 p.m. Central, Wednesdays and Saturdays on Mad Barber Entertainment.
In a bunk that don't belong to me. And a voice yells, "Good morning, darling," from the bottom bunk. Then comes up and kisses me. And then to my surprise, he ain't you. Anyway, I'm getting there.
That sounds familiar.
A little bit.
Mad Barber Entertainment.
Maybe include a midget. I think we'll tie the song together.
For life. Well, now he's staring at me like as if he was staring at my derriere.
Oh, he probably is.
Is it like South Park or something? It did something along those lines.
And what's Gucci, my ninjas? We are here, jail-free, unlike other people. And I don't know if they went directly. Like, what's 30 years in celebrity years? Like, what would that? Because like I know, like
3
Juicy
months.
Smollett had like what?
He did a week for 5 years, so probably like maybe 2 months.
Yeah. And then we'll get back to the hits, baby. Well, I probably shouldn't say baby. Anyways, with me as always is my partner in closets, my partner in thongs. No, wait, no, that's Cisco. That one, that's the song I was thinking of. My partner and well, let's just say that your mind may be telling you no, but you really should have listened because your body got you in prison. This is a weird transition.
What a horrendous thing. Yeah, I don't like that.
Barber's here.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to this dump today. Yep.
All right, cool, man. And
hope everyone's good.
Joining us for the first time on Sporking News Podcast?
Grant's been here a lot.
Nope, not joining us for the first time. Joining us on for the first time on Mad's Wednesday Dump is Brummable.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I want to see how you do this compared to Sporking and
exactly the same, except with charm.
We'll figure out which one's better.
Different.
I'm pretty sure it's you.
There'll be no midstream ad rolls on this Mad Dump. I hope not. And all the way from the Eastern Bloc, the home of renovations,
Venus Nitzels.
the home of
just call me a racist, okay?
It's Mark.
Cut the chit chat, okay? I will pretend to be German tonight, okay?
Literally somebody speaking German in the background.
Yeah, amazing.
Eins, zwei, drei.
Yeah. So Mark's with us. Not to be confused.
That's Reich.
And Mr. Grant Gregory's here.
For all the way from Montana.
Yeah, I've never felt more safer as a Jew sitting next to a German. So, but no, I mean, let's just say I think with all the news that happened today, there's a few people that aren't feeling like the world's greatest. But yeah, I definitely think it's cool. Let's see how this goes. Let's hope we can fly through this because I believe we can fly.
Grant, over under only 4 people got that.
Yeah, I know, but that's the point. You got it. That's the main thing. That's why it's the Mad Dump.
He tied it together at the end.
I like Gotham City too, man. Gotham City. Remember that one? City of Justice, City of Love.
Yeah, I do actually.
Speaking of love, Makini Draws. Yeah, nice.
You got to
You're doing all of Lit Dev stuff, all right?
What's that?
You're stealing everything from the devil.
No,
aren't
no,
you?
he was doing it. He was doing it first.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, prove it to me.
You know that song,
No.
Segatata Sinicio?
Oh,
Yeah.
Segatata. Yeah, we did that on Street Smarts earlier today. It like what we've been doing for years. Anyway, Makini Draws
Yeah.
for $2.
Wait,
It was
Mark, don't
good
look
race.
into it.
No, don't look into
Hang
it.
on a minute.
Eye-opening,
Talking of
right?
copycats, wasn't Macklin Draws the one that ripped off Kip?
Wait, no,
Mm.
Makini Draws. That's right. Makini
Yeah.
Draws, where he had the sausage and the cheese on
And
the glove.
cheese and the see.
Oh
man,
wow!
such a
I
good
went in a
bit.
completely different direction. I thought what you were saying was something to do with a bowl of gravy, and I was, dude, you can't say that.
Matt's gravy.
Oh, man.
Oh no, you don't want to
Wait.
know.
All
maybe you
right.
did.
Well, did I get everybody? I got everybody, right? It's all bro night tonight. I said, Erie the ghost, you're not allowed on tonight. Had nothing to do with her having a final. Anyway,
Okay.
Think
How's
of
it
right,
going?
we also have Tina.
Final
Mrs.
countdown.
Blue.
Wow.
oh, the final solution. So let's say everybody in the chat. Keely's here. Hey, Keely. Tina. I don't know why I did her. It's like nice. We're
Tina,
off to a
nice.
It's really unusual for you to be fair.
Miss Flu. 16-bit mascot. I know that guy. Sean. Monster Huntress Rune. Trapped in a
We
closet.
also-
More like
We also have Sam I Yam, the sweet potato man.
What could that be?
I don't. I feel like you know. I
understood
don't.
that reference.
That's
I
a
don't.
reference.
To,
Yeah, it's a reference
oh,
to
oh,
last week.
Jesus Christ! Here we go. She's not here, so we don't have to get into this. Were you here
Whoa.
for that, Barbara? Or did
Never
you already
answered
leave?
quick.
What when
When
what?
the whole sweet potato and yam thing became like the issue of the night.
Yeah, remember
no,
Yamsgate
I'd gone.
2022? Yeah, it was a thing.
Yeah.
The big sweet potato debate. Yes. I have
Okay.
I
heard
don't
tales
really
of that.
like them. I don't eat vegetables.
Lily of the Fox Valley, always looking for that dirt on culture, which I appreciate. Boost McFadden. You also get diarrhea. What happened? Oh, if you
Oh,
mix Four
nice.
Loco and Monster Energy. Oh, so real quick. It's just an aside, right? So this desk lieutenant, he worked on the. Hey Jane, always welcome. By the way, we'll send you the link. I know you're probably working, but just in case. Oh, Kip.
Look, there
Closing
he
down
is.
the bar.
Makini Draws.
Anyway,
Amazing.
so we had this desk lieutenant, right? And this was right when Four Locos like came out or whatever. So he thought it was an energy drink. So he's at the station, at the desk, he's drinking, and he was like, "Man, like 2 hours into my shift, I'm done. I'm like, I'm not feeling okay. Like something's weird." He's like, I had no idea it had alcohol. And I look at it, and it's like I forgot like 16% or some crazy shit. It was like really high. And he's like, dude, I had to go home. Like I had to tell the chief, hey chief, this is gonna sound weird, but I'm drunk.
On energy drink.
That's amazing. I got time for that.
14% alcohol. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. Oh, okay. One more and I'm done. I promise. So the ex-wife and I, we bought a kitten, right? At Copper's Cove, I think is what it was. It was outside Killeen. It was when I was at Hood, right? And she picked out the cat, so it was the most evil piece of shit like imaginable. Like
Sure.
the first thing it did, it was a kitten just goes and then grabs. She's like, I want this one. I'm like, you're an idiot. Anyway, I shit you not, like it couldn't get on the bed, so we had to put a pillow so it could use the pillow to get up onto the bed. And at night, it would chew on the skin grafts on my back, like it was trying to eat me. So we ended up just giving it to my dad because this cat was just evil. My dad loved this cat, even though it was, I don't know. My dad has a thing for animals that nobody else likes. I don't know why, but anyway,
Oh yeah,
like El Retardo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
El
yeah.
Retardo.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So anyway,
Devil pussy.
well, the cat ends up dying like a couple of years or whatever. Right.
Yeah.
Based.
So
It fell off some bullets when Mad visited.
So next to our ranch, so our neighbor, which by neighbor, like, come on, we have like hundreds of acres between us because, you know, 2 ranches or whatever. Anyway, was a vet, right? So that's where they took the cat to get the shots and all that bullshit, right? Well, I got a new phone. I'm out the military. It's been a while, and now I am at the academy. And I get my ex-wife calls and goes, "Hey, I had to go through your old phone for something or whatever, and you had all these voicemails saying like, hey, you didn't send in that paperwork about the cat. Hey, you got warrants. Hey, for this cat." I had like 4 warrants. I'm like, what? Because like apparently my parents they just didn't get the paperwork, but like for the shots, for the neutering, for the chip, I forgot what else, right? But I had warrants for all of it. So I had to call my the only
warrants for like arrest or
well, city ordinance, but anyway, yeah. But so like I had to call the only number I had was the patrol captain, we'll call him Captain D. Remember, he's the one with the furrow.
And the big
with the purple elephant thing, So I call him.
Oh, the black guy.
Yeah, the black guy, and I'm like,
Black Dynamite.
Basically, that's what he looked like in the picture. Yeah, but I'm like, hey, Captain D. So I got to tell you about, like, I have warrants. He goes, warrants for what? And so I explained to him. He's like, man, I don't give a shit about no cat. Just take care of it. So I've never gone back to Copper's Cove or anywhere near that city. I don't know how long what is it? What am I looking for?
Statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations is on cat. But like it's a dead cat. They wanted me to pay almost $500 in fines and shit. I'm not paying $500 for a dead cat.
It's weird that you used to live on that ranch in the Uinta Basin, isn't it?
Huh?
That's a reference.
Oh, yeah, to you son of a bitch. You're not allowed to speak.
Yeah,
Anyway.
he sent me a message. He said, "Could you please read this out loud, Mad?"
That explains why he adopted you. Wow.
Don't be upsetty.
Anyway,
I'm so glad
I
got to say that out loud this time rather than just in text.
So I guess we will get started with tonight.
We need a bumper.
Okay. Here we go. What the this?
Oh, okay.
Is it up? I can't tell.
Right,
okay.
Now it is.
Stretching power.
Somebody help me. I think I have the monkey flu. Check it out.
Yeah, so I don't know if you realize this, but Matt has this button on his mouse that sometimes when he clicks it, it yeets him from the stream. That was one of them.
Yeah, I remember.
I can't hear anyone.
There we go.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
So,
we're not talking about you at all, Matt.
Yeah.
Get it all out, guys. Say whatever you want. He can't hear us.
Oh, I've already said the word that I don't want to say.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We did spend a little bit of time back.
Oh, here we go.
I was
I got
you
it.
were going to say it.
Sorry, I found out what the problem. I accidentally muted the tab
Right.
for whatever reason.
So you had to come out of StreamYards to.
Well, no,
that.
I did that because like it wasn't loading for me. Grant, I need you to fix my internet when we're done here.
Yep. Too easy.
All right, what was I? Oh yeah,
Something tells
Brahma,
me
you're
Grant
new.
is AT&T.
I'm reading.
Yeah, you're new.
Yeah, and I don't like reading.
All right.
And I'm dyslexic, so
Yeah.
Stretching
true.
powers in live action, gross or cool? We're not going out on a limb to say this. Every example of super elasticity, also known as stretching powers in live action media, falls into one of 3 categories: gross by accident, gross on purpose, or actually cool. While stretching powers can look awesome in comic books or in animation, it's very difficult to make them look cool in live action due to all the skin. This is just science, as Reed Richards would tell you.
Wait, what? How is it
Wait.
science that it's difficult to make them look cool? Did they not see Generation X?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just shit that I didn't get it to bring
Dude,
it
that
up.
was
I
from the
love that
90s.
movie. Yeah, and it was
Great movie.
good.
Yeah.
Unlike any of the new Marvel movies.
It had that dude that was doing the Jim Carrey Riddler.
Oh, Max Headroom.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever his name is, Max Headroom.
Everybody knows him as Max Headroom.
I hope so.
I think that's his biological name now.
His biological name?
Yeah. I'm not a biologist, but
I'm not a nameologist.
His transition
Speaking as a
into an
mother.
actor name.
yeah, speaking as a mother, I'm pretty clear on this.
I love it. Okay, Rock, carry on
Is there
talking.
a bounty? Soul Assassin, I'm upset with you anyways because you weren't there when I brought up South Park Mexican earlier. You know my
Who?
name. South Park SPM. We did
No,
this earlier.
were we? Yeah, but we did this before the stream.
No, it wasn't. Keep reading.
Yeah.
With Ms. Marvel now streaming on Disney Plus, what better time to revisit the storied history of superpowered beings stretching their bodies in all sorts of odd ways? Kamala's powers in the show are quite different from her powers in the comics, but some elasticity elements still carry over. At the risk of sticking our neck out, Polygon's
Fuck off,
team of
Polygon. Fuck off.
He's better than Culture. This is already not taken half an hour. I like this.
And he doesn't throw a fit every time we want to comment on something.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's good.
No, I like to take a breath every time you guys start commenting. So if you see me turning blue or stop talking.
Yeah, when they talk about Kamala stretching, all I think of is Kamala Harris's throat.
It's been stretched a few times. Willie Brown.
Not enough.
Polygon's team of expert elasticity scientists have categorized the following 11 examples of live-action super stretchers. Enjoy.
Ooh.
They're not there to bring up the elongated man because that looked awesome.
Elongated man? What was that?
That was the guy that got cancelled from the Flash because he said something 8 years before he was hired on Twitter. He said, "Oh man, I'm so angry with this. If I had a wife, I'd go home and beat her."
Oh my!
And he got fired and cancelled.
Why? Because it was a bad joke.
Yes,
Like,
not because it was a bad joke. Because it was threatening to women and it was harassing and yep. So it was also deleted years ago. Someone found it from a
Wayback Machine.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on though. It wasn't threatening to women. It wasn't threatening.
It was threatening
women.
to his non-existent wife.
It was
it was threatening
to people who didn't exist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can see how that would be an issue. Truthfully, I was skeptical when I found out that the Disney Plus show would be diverting a bit from Kamala's comic book powers. But as we've seen many, many times before, and as you're about to see below, most of the time, stretching skin in live action just looks really gross.
Strong disagree.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. And in fairness, I never watched this show.
I watched like half an episode.
No, but nobody did. You're not alone with that.
Yeah, true.
The stretching power of Love Sausage in The Boys was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, insert joke.
No, he didn't stretch. Love
he
Sausage,
ran into it.
No, like it was just big. There was another dude there that did stretch, but like you just heard her saying, "Oh, your stretching powers." They're in the
in the Herogasm, yeah.
Yeah, he was the like Ant-Man guy, wasn't he? Was like
the one that
no, that's a different guy.
These are different ones, yeah.
That's Urethra Man.
Yeah.
What a
trying
really
to make his way
bad
to the
name.
To the prostate. By the urethra.
Yeah, that's a long journey that I don't think's connected. Like you're gonna have to
No.
make several like stops to get on like different trains. Like
he's gonna have to tunnel part of the way through.
Well, I think that's kind of I think that's what they. Where were we at, Brahma?
Oh, let me winks.
Going instead with the starry crystallized
Let me
aesthetic,
wings.
her power helps build a layer of removal from stretchy skin and still allows Kamala's embiggened limbs an opportunity to shine.
Embiggened doesn't sound like a real word. I don't know about that one.
Did Culture write this?
It reads like it, doesn't it?
He does like to use a lot of fake language.
That is true.
Mr.
Don't
Fantastic.
call him out. Don't call him out if he uses the romanization of a name. Learn that.
Oh, what that confusing section that we had earlier.
Confusa?
Well, the confusion.
Confucius, he was Asian. He's not Roman. They're different. They're different people. So
Of all the much maligned Fantastic Four adaptations, the 2005 one is probably the most fine. Attempting to follow the goofy but earnest path of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man franchise, Fantastic Four isn't sacrilegious so much as just kind of boring, and I would argue that it captures the stretchy comic book hero quite well for the following reason.
By the way,
Even in
Then why put it on the list?
I don't know why, but they're going to cover everyone. But like them saying it is kind of boring, whatever, makes me want to go back and watch it because I feel like it's going to be better.
Didn't we watch the Fantastic Four?
We watched the 1994 one.
So we watched the best
the
one.
best one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it didn't even come out officially, as far as I remember.
No, like I told y'all this story, right? Like,
Yeah. You wanted to rent it, never came out.
yeah, all summer I was
Yeah.
like, excuse me, has the Fantastic Four come out? No, get out of here, kid. It's never coming out. Ever.
Just out of curiosity, was the video guy, was his name Rick Sanchez? Because he sounded a lot like him.
Could have been.
Well, the thing is, he was 30 at the time as well, which is kind of weird.
weren't you like 12 or 13 in 94, man?
Hey,
That's
Boosh,
no, he was
Boosh,
30.
you calm down. You calm down in there with that finishing reading the article shit. We got 2 hours to fill, goddammit. Go on.
We're only on the second hero of 10. I mean, it's going to take all night. Where were we? Even in comics, stretch heroes are gross as hell, and there's no getting around it. You cannot morph the human form in that fashion and not slip over the border into Uncanny Valley. As the multitude of long-limbed monsters of urban myth.
That's not what Uncanny Valley means, though, right? Uncanny
No,
Valley
it's not.
is like when they look real close to being looking human,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
It's like if you see a
slightly
rock.
off.
Yeah, it's visual
Awesome,
failing magnificently in the
Mm.
CGI department.
Yeah.
Like Grand Moff talking from Rogue One. That was Uncanny
That was
Valley.
Uncanny Valley, right?
Oh, that
And
made me
they
feel
had,
so
they had
sick.
the actor who looked almost like him, and he sounded like him as well. And they didn't use him. Instead, they
What?
even had like
Scorpius.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just. I
By the way,
I
did
don't
you know
what's
Tarkin's
happening
gay?
there. But now he
he's
is.
gay now.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, canonically, yeah. He banged the
Canonically, he's
clone
gay now.
trooper.
I hope he didn't bang Vader. Although who knows? Maybe that's why he was so fucking pathetic in Kenobi.
No, but here's the thing. They did have some sort of weird relationship. So when he force choked him, he did come a little bit.
No, that was a different guy that he force choked. That wasn't Tarkin. Tarkin was like, "Stop that."
Where were
He's
you?
like-
Where were we at?
Like harder.
Doesn't try to lean in.
No, that's some
Fantastic
stretching.
Four doesn't try to lean into how gross Mr. Fantastic is at all times, or to disguise it. Instead, it just has fun turning him into a water slide mid-combat sequence.
Susanna Polo. That's a. Wait, what is this?
The next Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, what?
I
They're
never
just picking
saw
on the
this
misters,
movie.
aren't they?
Did anybody else?
Oh,
did
is that the
anybody
one-
see this movie? The
Oh, guess
Four
what?
Stick.
Guess what? I didn't.
I never actually saw it.
I haven't either.
No. I mean, there's a
Was
lot
it
of
the
things
guy-
that I haven't watched.
I've got it downloaded, but I was skipping through it. I'm like, why is the hair changing color from scene to scene? And then I realized there was all these,
A lot of
weird reshoots. Yeah.
reshoots. Yeah. Oh, before I forget, Grant, Saturday night, dude. Let's watch. We need to watch the last Airbender fight.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've already got that thing set up so we can
Cool.
do a stream with it.
Well, the
Israel.
anime.
No, what? No.
Israel Adesanya.
Yeah. It's a UFC thing.
Oh, cool.
Speaking of things,
Hey,
Was this
Oh.
was this dude the guy who played Rooster in Top Gun?
No,
Is that
no.
who played
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Fantastic?
actually, yes, it is. Yeah,
Yes, it is.
Okay.
so I've got a story about like the original Fantastic Four movie.
When the hell
Cool.
did
Look,
Yeti show
elongated
up?
man. This
In
is
'93, I went to the movie store like every single week.
This is going to be disgusting.
Right. I mean, Yeti, like, obviously you
Go on.
weren't watching. It's not a good. It doesn't. It's. I know you're trying to steal my bit, but it doesn't work if I've already told the story.
No. See, I went there every single week, and I was like, "Where's this Fantastic Four movie?" And he's
Elongated
like,
man.
"That movie's never
It was
coming out,
mentioned
kid.
earlier.
Go away, way."
Right.
So
Well,
yeah,
I'm-
the elongated
I'm
man.
glad you
So
I'm
yeah,
excited
so we
to
realized
think.
it was bad on multiple levels, and also you can skip this one because the elongated man was awesome.
Those muscles.
He actually used his stretching powers for good. In other words, he
Good.
stretched his penis.
I don't know who this is.
Yeah, I like that. Well, that's Grant Gustin. He was in The Flash.
He was in Glee.
I've never heard of it. He's also in a Netflix movie where he's like a handler for a dog.
Fuck
that's
is
weird.
Doom Patrol? Oh, gross. That is not good.
Well, okay, no, she doesn't have
What is
stretching
that?
powers. She has blobbing powers. She loses. She doesn't necessarily stretch. She just has no connective tissue. So she turns into a blob when she gets stressed out. So,
Blobbing
what is
powers.
this?
well, I mean, she does move that from time to time, but that's not her power. She doesn't have stretching powers.
You'd think she'd want to have tightening powers.
You've already made that joke in the chat. And Rita's character arc is one of the most evocative examples of this. As a former Hollywood starlet, Rita is very attentive to her self-image, and her occasionally uncontrollable elasticity is something that that often
Sorry, don't mind.
gives her more trouble than anything else. The show uses these powers effectively to show this, especially when her face changes shape in response to an
Yeah,
emotional.
no, her face melts. She looks like she's having a stroke. Like legitimately, half her face sinks off her skull.
Oh, we're Sky High. That was
Ah.
that Disney movie, right?
I don't
Yes, it was.
Kids with superpowers.
know. Ooh, look.
I guess my reading wasn't good enough.
Look who's
Matt.
next.
How's this going? Ooh, indoor love sausage. See, I don't think love sausage counts. All right, go ahead. You can-
He's definitely
Yeah, go on, Rock.
The Boys is all about grossness, reaching new heights in that particular department this season. Back in the first season, part of that grossness came through the character of Ezekiel. He's the rare gross two-ways character on this list. Ezekiel.
Oh, two ways because he's gay. Wow. Of all months to write this article. God.
Yeah, you would think they can't get away with writing something like that now, but Ezekiel is a hypocritical anti-gay Christian fundamentalist while being a closeted gay man himself, and his stretching powers are heavy on the flesh and look absolutely unsettling. There's also Love Sausage, who has similar powers that are focused on one particular body part.
His fingers?
The buttocks.
Yeah.
He's
The
definitely the
X-Files.
definition of a grower. Oh, okay. No.
Tombs
He's
this was
not
amazing.
a stretcher. Okay,
No,
this guy,
he had no bones.
He had that's what it was. Yeah, he could make his bones flatten. And this guy was cool.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was actually the scariest
Oh.
part of like most of it up until quite late.
Well,
dude,
yeah,
have
apart from
y'all
that
seen
house
these-
full of the inbred redneck guys, that was
Oh
pretty
yeah, I
scary.
just remember
Dude,
that one as well.
am I the only one that missed that there's verdicts at the end
There's
of all of these?
I just didn't read them.
Oh.
Gross
Yeah, but our verdicts are,
Yeah.
more important than theirs.
So all the guys will be gross, but all the girls will be cool.
Looks
Got it.
like.
noodles. No, this is gross by accident. I don't know if that's a guy or a girl.
I don't like it.
I don't like that at all.
Oh God.
No.
If this is not awesome, amazing, cool, the greatest thing ever, I'm gonna be pissed.
You know what? Do you
My
remember
son
when someone
believes he
kept
can
texting
fly.
him? Someone got his number, Michael Jordan, and just kept texting him, "Hey, remember Space Jam?" Over and over and over. Whoever did that was actually a bit of a legend.
See, I'm
I
still
remember
annoyed with this
Space Jam.
scene. I'm like, he's right there. Just let him fucking dunk it. Why does he have to throw it? He could have done a dunk, but they never let him do the dunk. It was bullshit.
Mm.
Yeah, but wasn't there a song playing in the background there? In the movie?
Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
You can
No.
fly like an eagle.
This is dumb. This does not count. This article blows.
I concur.
This was an ass article.
Yeah, it was ass.
They only had
Way
a
to go,
couple
Yeti.
that were
Thanks for the
actually
article, Yeti.
preaching.
Wow, Yeti.
You're welcome.
All right, well, I have one that I know everyone's gonna love, and we may get a sighting, a wild sighting of rhino.
The Mary. Oh no.
Oh, thank God! I was worried it was going to be a bad like publication.
Right? I thought it was gonna be from Kataktu.
Kakakpu.
Kakaktu. I thought it was going to be from Polygon. They're interchangeable.
The 8 most epic lightsaber duels in Star Wars
I
ranked.
thought you said V8. What?
I heard
Well, that would
V8.
be quite healthy.
Yeah, if you like gross stuff,
If you're into tomato,
Yeah, I don't,
tomato juice.
obviously.
right? Lightsabers are amongst the most iconic weapons in all of fiction. But what makes a standout lightsaber duel? I personally,
Just watch
What?
Kenobi, you'll
Music.
see the best.
right? I personally think
Music and
the best
things.
duels have a good combination of choreography, so nothing from the sequels, score, nothing from the sequels, script, nothing from the sequels, and context in the larger narrative. So I feel like just the OT. Oh well,
Yeah.
prequels too. Yeah,
Dude,
definitely.
And none
prequels.
of the new shows from Disney Plus.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, like Duel of the Fates was probably one of the best, even though
Yeah.
it was like 3. Like,
Yes.
it's probably one of the best up there.
Like there was like nothing between those characters, but like the music carried it on so well that like
Yeah.
you were engaged by it. It
Well,
is
because-
incredible.
Because Maul didn't say anything while it was playing.
Right.
Yes.
He didn't. He didn't
Yeah.
have to say anything.
Well,
Just
I'm
him.
saying,
Yeah.
pacing that back and forth
Damn
while
it.
the music was
Mm.
going in time. Like, yeah.
That's
I
what
know
I
what
was.
you were
Yeah,
going to say. Sorry, Woody.
yeah. No, it was juxtaposed with Qui-Gon,
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon Jinn. You know, there in his Jedi
Qui-Gon,
pose, like serene
Taken Man?
and
Yeah.
serene and like like waiting
Sitting
to,
down ready to die.
Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
know. That
exactly.
sounds pretty ableist to make fun of a mute.
Well, back then, that was the problem. Back then, like stomach shots when it come to lightsabers were actually fatal. They didn't find the cure until after he died. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been on
Yeah,
Sixth Street,
maybe
bro.
he died before that though. Maybe that little area he was sat in was actually full of
If
radiation.
only
It was
like
"Oh,
more like
don't
got
feel well."
Qui-Gon in health, then like let him like drop down on that pit, then he would have survived. Unfortunately, he wasn't aware of that.
So true. Maul
Let's
did survive
be-
that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go through
And it
this,
was never explained.
no, it
Mm.
wasn't. Well, it was like, oh, he landed in garbage and he found robot legs or some stupid shit. I forgot how
Yeah,
it
they were
goes. I
like
don't know.
Spiders.
He survived like falling down by shit.
Yeah,
So-
bro.
oh, thank
Yeah.
God I found an entire robotic waste system. Oh, that works.
He-
Oh, good. Now
he
I have
was
a clean.
angry.
What happened with
Again.
his legs though?
Yeah,
like
'cause,
his,
bro,
his real legs.
Revenge
Yeah,
gives
he
you
was
extra
angry.
powers.
Yeah,
Matt's
bro,
right.
he was angry.
Yeah. That's what they said. The even guy said, anger is a thing that'll keep you alive. By the way, we're going to leave you alive, and hopefully you don't get too angry to survive.
Yeah, but don't be mad at us, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. All right,
One thing
before
you learn in Star Wars, you
should
don't
just
need
walk
the lower
over there
half
and
of your
poop her on
body.
the nose. That'll taken away all the anger.
before we go through this article, I want to hear everybody's just top 3 lightsaber
Top
battles. I'll
3?
go first. Yeah, to give y'all time. All right.
All
My
right.
number 3 is gonna be Anakin versus Obi-Wan, Revenge of the Sith.
Right. Yeah.
My number 2 will be The Phantom Menace, right? The last one.
Duel of the
not other
Fates.
ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And my number 1 will be I'm gonna go with Return of the Jedi. It's
Yes.
when he
Wow.
when he reveals like a sister, you know what I mean? And he
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like he finally kind of taps into that dark side, and the choir's like, oh, like the music builds, and it's like it's
Mm.
like one of the only times I remember hearing like an actual like choir, like the chorus, and with John Williams with the music that he did for Star Wars, and it just had this different feel to it, and just the brutality that he's just like swinging on him, you know what I mean? And it just felt
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it was visceral, you know. So that's my number 1. Barbara, you ready?
Yeah, so actually mine's quite similar, right? So again, Revenge of the Sith, and then Duel of the Fates number 2. But number 1 for me is actually Empire. Because he's impressive, but not
Yeah.
quite ready. And there was just something about that. I really liked it. And then he lost his hand, so, you know, stuff.
The reason why I don't have that in my top 3 is because of when Darth Vader starts throwing the shit at Luke, because he wasn't using rocks, so it didn't look as cool. And it was just kind of like it just kind of looked awkward, and he's like, "Ugh."
Needs to be dropped. You're right.
Yeah, it was.
It was- Just something about it, for me anyway. Like, there was something about it that I thought, yeah, I like that. You know?
Brahma, you're up.
I'll go Anakin and Obi-Wan, and then we'll go Anakin against Dooku, because at least you get a beheading in that one.
Okay.
and then Duel of the Fates. Although I would prefer almost anything from the classic trilogy. At least the prequels had good lightsaber battles.
Yeah. Okay. Mark, I'm sure you're gonna throw in some cartoon shit.
No, not at all. I don't like those. But like my third would be like Duel of the Fates. I think it's a bit better than the Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight because it dragged on for too long. Even though the lightsaber fight itself is really impressive, but like the fight is just like way over the top.
Is it the fight itself, or is it because
the fight itself like dragged on for too long? By the time you just like don't feel anything. But
Some
like
would say,
if you watch it individually,
Actually,
it's really
Matt
impressive.
makes really good point though. Is it actually the fight? Because there's a lot of things that are going on in between that, dragging those scenes
on
out.
Peril, you also see like Palpatine going against Yoda. So
I'll go back and watch that fight every once in a while, and I always find the cut on YouTube where it cuts out all the other shit.
Yeah.
So it is just the fight, and I feel like it moves at a good pace.
That, I would love that, but yeah, that's why it's the only third. But second one would be Empire because like there's so much between like Luke and Vader, and like how Vader is just toying with him. It's just so fun to watch. And, like Luke thinks that he's like hotshot, but like he has no chance. Like even like the beginning of the fight, like Vader just like fights him with one hand, and he can just beat him. Like he can fucking kill him in 1 second if he wants to, but he clearly has like more ideas for him. And my favorite is the Return of the Jedi, like the showdown between Luke and Vader. It's just like it's shot so well, like it's not over the top, and it uses the environment to a degree, like all the practical effects. It's just I'm still impressed, like the emotional like journey that like Luke takes on, because like Vader keeps taunting him that like, well, okay, I'm gonna get your sister then. And that is just like your emotions, and like how it's shot. It's just so impressive, and like the outcome of that. And that was like probably the last moment when we see like Luke being like virtuous hero that he should have been from the very beginning. But that's
kind of correct. That was the last time we saw Luke.
I mean, Mandalorian tries to show like CGI puppet version of him, but like that's really not him.
No, and the voice that the AI voice that they have going for
make sure you get up. Always get up when you get put down.
It's so bad.
Get up.
Grant, you're up?
Return of Jedi is really good.
So my number 3 would be Obi-Wan versus Grievous. I quite like that one.
Wow,
yeah,
that's a good
I
one.
quite liked it. It was as short as what it was. I quite liked that one. Duel of the Fates is number 2, and if you don't have Mustafa as number 1, it's the best. It's the best one out of all of them. Obi-Wan and Anakin on a lava planet. The fight choreography from that. It's Star Wars lightsaber battle at its best. Plain and simple. There's one scene where it's almost like they're breakdancing with lightsabers, which is a little weird, but the rest of it, that part,
I loved it when they're spinning it and they're barely missing them, and then they do the little force thing at the end. I love that part.
Yeah, I just assume they incorporate a little bit of capoeira into their lightsaber training, so I was okay with it. So but yeah, those are my 3.
I wish they could have scaled, but it stores Lucas. I wish they could have scaled back on the lava planet part of it. You know what I mean? If they would have kept it without having to climb.
How else is supposed to get burnt? Because you can push fire away with force powers. Everyone knows that.
We could have done without the climbing the tower as it's falling into the lava. The little drones or droids that they're on, like. You know what I mean? They're surfing the lava, if we could have kept him on this,
that was an homage to James Bond when he was riding the tidal wave.
Cool, but I don't think that's right. Anyway, Yeti
could have gone without the higher ground line too.
I like that because it led directly to.
You're wrong about that because of the one reason. When Luke and Darth Vader meet, Luke is higher up, and he goes, Obi-Wan taught you well because he had the high ground. See, otherwise that doesn't work.
George, best.
Okay, Yeti, you're up, right?
Oh yeah. Okay, well, to start, it'd be Anakin versus Obi-Wan. You know, that's obvious. Then Duel of the Fates. And then Return of Jedi, because, you know, he kind of taps into the dark side, because Vader is like, you know, I'll get your sister. And then, you know, the whole music builds.
Wait, hold on. Is that what you think he says? I'll get your sister.
I mean, if you
Chad,
You
if you
actually
really
watched
wanted to
Star
fuck
Wars
with him,
before.
he
Hold on.
should have pulled out of his mind. He went, "Wait, you kissed your sister? Oh, dude,
Hold
that's
on.
messed up. I'm gonna kill her now."
Real quick, I gotta let those that are listening to audio only know that was not James Earl Jones. We did not get him to come in to say the iconic line, "I'll get your sister." That was just Yeti. Fuck. All right,
So yeah, just quickly, did you notice that everybody basically picked George Lucas ones? Not Yet Mad. Did you notice everyone picked George Lucas ones?
Yeti
That's
did too.
interesting
He
to
just stole
me.
mine. That's exactly
Oh
what he
no,
just did.
no, but like, yeah. He probably never watched the Star Wars.
I don't
but-
think he. I seriously. I was about to say the same thing. I don't think he's ever watched Star Wars. He did the same thing with wrestling. Remember, he's like, "Oh, my favorite wrestler, Big Bang Bigelow, the
Yeah,
Deuce,
exactly.
Mine is
foreign
Neil
European." Yeah.
No, because
So
he does
that's
the
what-
frog thing.
One of the greatest European champions WWF ever saw.
Yeah, Deuce Bigelow, one of the greatest Europeans.
It's like, well, you know, it's doing the frog thing from, you know, the
The
side.
frog
and
thing.
it's like,
From
yeah,
the
That's a well-known
side?
wrestling move.
From the
Yeah.
top rope, motherfucker.
Wow.
You couldn't
that's what I'm
think of the
talking
top
about.
rope
Obviously,
from the side.
Mad
yeah,
silly.
the
He's doing-
side
he's
where
doing-
the
it's not a
ropes
frog
are at the
splash from
top.
the top rope. It's a frog thing from the side. I think that's its technical name.
Fuck, that's incredible.
Oh my
I
god.
can remember
The
that
froggy
iconic moment where Jerry the
splash.
King's like, "I'll get your sister."
A fucking Yeti. All right, let's see here. Okay, this got 8 out of 10 lightsabers. Darth Maul versus Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi. Well, this is really low on the
Wait.
list.
Is this from worst to best?
This
Yes.
Oh
No.
my god. Okay, I'm calling it right now. Ahsoka versus Darth Vader. Clone Wars number
No,
one.
it'll be Ray. Ray will be the number one.
All of
Oh,
Ray's will be the top ones.
hold
I
on.
feel it
Some
makes sense
accuse
because she is a Mary Sue.
this
Mhm.
duel of being flashy or over choreographed, but the music, the stunts, and the tension of the ray shields dividing. Yeah.
It doesn't rate
sorry,
higher because
Matt,
you didn't
Matt,
go,
I
oh,
thought-
yeah, your sister.
I thought you said Summer accuses this of it. I'm like, well, she's wrong.
Whoever you are.
This is only the first Darth Maul duel on the list.
Darth Maul and Savage oppressed. I don't know what those. I don't know what
Savage
that means.
oppressed. That was his brother in Clone Wars. Am I right? Anyone seen it? Anyone know?
Cool.
There's
like a
there's
spider
one
in it,
person on
right?
here that watches cartoons, so Mark.
Maul versus what the Maul versus?
Nah.
There's only 8, and the first 3 are all Darth Maul.
Yeah,
Wow.
Ahsoka Tano.
And the last one starts out at an 8 out of 10, then 9 out of 10. Like they got nowhere to go.
Well, 9 out of 10.
Yes, they animated the lightsabers very well. 9 out of 10 well.
I like it when they use the word
wow.
choreography for it.
Another.
Why is this
duel
one so
that
low?
got better with
Unbelievable.
time.
They're giving like 9 out of 10 for the 6th entry here. I don't understand the rating system.
I think
So-
they're going to do the same
Mark,
bullshit
number,
that I do.
number
They're
8,
like
is
20
9 out of 10.
They used the same
Oh,
line.
that one's
Some
rated
people-
8 out of
Wait,
10.
wait a minute. That one's rated less.
Yes,
Yeah,
Some
that's
people
what I'm
accuse this
talking
duel
about.
of being over choreographed. That's the exact same thing they said about the other good duel.
Shock that, isn't it?
Yeah, Mary Sue.
Something tells me that the
Wait,
top
wait.
one's going to be bullshit.
Hold on. Also, the part where Anakin manually chokes Obi-Wan with his mechanical
What?
manually chokes? Like,
Man,
does he have
I
a
know.
He didn't put it, he
auto
didn't put it in
choke
auto
mode?
Yeah, auto choke. Yeah, auto.
Yeah,
it's called
that's
auto
what he
yeah.
used on
choke.
Padme.
Yeah.
no, that was forced. That was different. This is talking about when
Yeah.
he's using his mechanical hand. That like, he's just like walking around. He's like, "Oh, youngling, I'm sorry. I still had it on auto choke. Let me turn that off. Sorry about that, bro."
Turn that pesky auto choke off.
Now you know a woman probably wrote this boosh. With his mechanical.
Can men even work at the Mary Sue?
What the fuck?
Come on.
Why are there so many goddamn
no.
cartoons on this shit?
Oh, okay. So I thought this would be their number one because she bested him and she cut part of his mask off, which was very original. And I thought, let's just rip that off again. But
Totally,
do it
it's
the
going to be
other
Ray.
side. Yeah, Ray hasn't even started on this list.
Yeah, but that's why they're saving it for, their best.
We're already at 10 out of 10, though.
'Cause there's only
Yeah. It's going to be like bullshit numbers like I put, like 18 out of
What?
10 or
Fuck
something.
out of here, bro.
How many times is Maul gonna be on this fuck?
Dude, you don't get it. His lightsaber comes out both ends.
Yeah.
I thought he had
only
spider
both
legs.
Sorry, what?
I thought he had spider legs. They
Oh,
look like
no, he got
normal
better.
legs.
No, he
better.
got normal legs later. Yeah.
with the thingamajig magic thing.
Wait.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan switches to Ataru? What the fuck is that?
Toro bait.
It's a skill that you can get in Knights of the Old Republic.
Is
Only
it?
real fans can understand this.
Oh.
Okay.
Now we're
Oh.
going
Fuck off with your
11 out of
boring
10.
systems.
11 out of 10.
Oh, God.
Fuck off. You
Yeah.
I told you. I called that. I called you. I said it. I knew it would be bullshit numbers like I pull out on Street Smarts.
Yeah. What are we at now? What number is this?
I don't know.
2.
11 out of 10, though.
11 out of 10.
At least they got this right. Oh my god, but I'm a sucker for backflips and emotional duels where neither party really wants to hurt the other. What the Look
why
at
are
the
you
picture
talking
you
about?
have
The other
here,
one's-
motherfucker.
Yeah, because he just said,
True,
"I'll
they
get
don't
your
want it to
sister,"
die.
and so he's like, "No," and then the music builds. He's like, "Ah," and brings it down.
Like, no,
I love
who am
how
I gonna
Luke
kiss
is the
with?
one. I love how Luke is the one in your version that goes no.
He was, though. No, never. It was never not no. Yeah, you're
No,
right.
no.
Yeah.
In Yeti's version, he goes no.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's all I remembered, like from your list, saying something about sister. So that's what I went with.
And
So
that's
the,
9
the,
out.
the 9 out of 10 is above the 11 out of 10.
Wait, no, this is 9 out of 10, right? Yeah.
Oh, look, a Ray one.
Oh, oh.
Ray,
Hmm?
see, called it. I told
Dude,
you, it's all gonna be
bro.
Ray.
Hold on, bro. She literally sits there and he's like I forgot what he says, something dumb, and she goes, "Oh, like
Like,
how
I'll
do you
get
know
your
the force?" Or
sister.
no, I'll teach you the force or whatever. And she goes, she does this. She goes, "Oh, the force." Like she forgot about it, and now that he said the word, she activates the force.
And you know,
Jack
we're
made
only
it.
trained
Should use
Jedi
that.
supposed to be able to, use the lightsaber.
I don't know who
Like,
asked. I don't know who asked, but yes, that is literally what happens in the movie. He says something about the force, and she goes, "The force." Like, oh,
Wow.
that's a thing I can use.
It's like, shit, I
So this is
thought I left
slip
my
off.
I thought I left the force back on the ship. Oh, thank God. Thanks, Kylo.
Do you know what I really
Only time
hated
in
about
the
that
movies
one?
that
'Cause I actually,
mansplaining worked.
this is the only movie of these lot that I watched, as you know, the new ones.
Yeah.
And what I really hated about it was, so they made
Everything.
out like, well, yeah, but like Chewie's cannon was supposed to be like a really strong thing during that bloody movie.
Yes.
Right, so he gets a really bad shot, so he's quite weak by this point while he's decimating everybody, and then he loses. And I'm like, right, okay, well, if you're going to put it into movie lore, I understand that he got shot by this cannon that was. By the next movie, she's all powerful anyway, and I just thought, no, I'm glad I'm not watching it, and I got really sad, if I'm honest. Star Wars saddened me from that point. But I enjoyed some other things. So that was a fun
You know
story
what,
for me.
you should get into a group of people who are also sad about things, like maybe some sort of like group of people, like, and give it a funny name that's something to do with Star Wars, like, I don't know, the Phantom Last Jedis or something. I don't know. We're workshopping a name.
I have to read. I have to read the
For the
first
Mad
line.
Barbershop Boys.
I maintain that the moment where Rey force pulls the Skywalker lightsaber away from Kylo Ren to the swelling of the Force theme is one of the best moments of Star Wars, not just the sequel series.
So what she's saying is she liked
Wait.
a Palpatine taking Skywalker's saber away from a
Yes.
Skywalker.
Wait.
pathetic.
No, listen. Kylo Ren may have Skywalker blood, but he had a long way to go before making himself worthy of wielding that blade. It wasn't Mir. It was a fucking lightsaber. It's about who has the most force.
No, you don't understand. He was really far away from the DMV, so he couldn't change his last name.
What?
But Rey managed to go there, and she legally changed it, and that's where we go.
How would you feel about going back to the chat?
Right.
It's also fun since it's a lightsaber duel where one of the duelists is injured and the other uneducated in the weapon. Yeah, it makes it so much fun.
Uneducated to the point that she can easily beat like a trained person that was trained by 2 masters at one. Whatever.
There's nothing better than watching a completely untrained fighter, fight. It's
like,
beautiful to watch.
Riz
Makes
like
you
8 out
a
of combos and special moves, but I'm a button masher.
But like Luke tapping into the Force to make that impossible shot on the Death Star exhaust port, she doesn't need outside help. She just needs to trust in herself and the Force.
Those are very different
Like,
circumstances.
Obi-Wan had to remind
you fucking idiot.
Like Obi-Wan had to remind Luke like 3
and
times.
The Force without using
I
the
love
Force.
how we're all talking over each other. By the time I go to bed, everyone's got the gist of it by then. That's really cool.
I'm sorry for the interruption, but this is just like total bullshit. It's just like Obi-Wan had to remind Luke like 3 times in a row that like Luke, use the Force.
Wait,
like, he kept ignoring that. Like
Wait.
who helped Rey to realize that like she has to use the Force? No one. The writing did. The mystery box.
dude, fucking
James Bond did.
There's a question that
Empire didn't even make it.
I'm not surprised, Mad. This whole thing was about cartoons and bullshit.
But know
And
that the Mary
Darth
Sue
Maul
has a strict comment policy that forbids, but is not limited to, personal insults towards anyone, hate speech, and trolling.
Hang on.
So don't you dare troll.
Sherry
Definitely
asked,
leave a comment.
do guys pretend their junk is a lightsaber and use it to spar?
No.
So no, but we do use it like to play dickin', which is like chicken, but you play with your dicks. Like you pull your dick out and you run at each other, and the first one that moves loses.
See, we tried playing that with a friend of mine, but he used to just keep turning around. On a weird side note,
Suddenly the dick was in.
he recently just told us he's gay. I never saw it. So
Where did that
Coming
come
back like a
from?
boomerang.
That came way out of left field.
Who the fuck wrote this?
like the fact that they said she doesn't need any outside help from the Force, she just trusts in her ability and the Force.
Hold on, So Kimberly Terasaka is a creative writing major, fan fiction author, and intersectional feminist. Who saw that coming?
Fan fiction author.
She liked Ahsoka Tano before it was cool. Will fight you about Rey being a Mary Sue, and is current president of her college Dumbledore's army.
Okay, how
don't
many
even know
red
what that
flags
is.
have you
God, I
read
wish they
so
would
far?
go through
I
it.
bet she's a Hufflepuff.
No, she's a Dumbledore. I don't know what any of that means.
I have no idea.
Best movies
That's
and
not even
TV
me
shows.
playing. I've never seen it.
Hold on.
Or read it.
Can y'all see this? Best movies and TV shows about abortion.
Oh my god.
Is it
Oh,
something
my
called the
God,
Coat Hanger Diaries or something?
One would have to be Crossroads with Brittany.
What?
Was Obi-Wan complicit in Anakin's fall in the Order 66 massacre? How could he possibly be complicit in Order 66?
Because he was off planet fighting a robot. Like anyone's gonna fucking believe that. Yeah, he's guilty.
These
Those are all by her. They're all horrible.
Sometimes, right? Sorry, but I just had a thought.
What?
Sometimes I've seen the Anakin and Obi-Wan fight, but sometimes I watch it and I go, nah, no way. Anakin's way more powerful, and I actually can't believe what I'm watching. I'm like, really? How did Obi-Wan do that? So yeah.
I love how most of these articles have like 0 comments. It's like no
Yeah,
one.
that's what I was gonna
People
say.
with the article, they're like, I'm not gonna fucking read this shit. I'm not even going to be angry at it.
Even the other members of Dumbledore's army won't join her to at least make a comment.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have to
unfortunately,
read
she's
this
the
one.
only member.
Sorry, we're going to take a quick detour. The good, the bad, and the ugly truth about cops in our entertainment. Yummy.
Is
Oh,
it
there was that
TV
show
series
years
that-
ago, wasn't there?
Which
Yeah.
they cancelled
Yep.
for
It's
something that had
easy
nothing
to-
to do with the series.
It's easy to say that what we watch on TV does not affect
God.
reality, but in
You
many
used to be on
ways-
this show, right, man?
no, I wasn't.
He
It
was.
was modeled after
Bad
you?
boys, bad boys.
He was
What
the
you gonna
body
do?
double.
Bro, I don't
Do
think I was
you
gonna
born
when
be
when
it
this
with
comes
came
me?
out.
from
out
you,
for
mad
me.
boys, mad boys. Yeah.
It's not just that show, by the way. She's gonna be talking about all the shows. Anyway,
Yeah,
maybe
but
not.
I
She
remember
better
seeing
not
it on
mention
once.
Blue Bloods. Ugh.
That is far from the truth. The longest running American reality TV show was Cops, which has only now had its run ended by Black Lives Matter protests in the wake of the police killing. Oh my God. The show was infamous for painting a one-sided near propaganda perspective on the police and criminals, likely due to the fact
Why wasn't the camera following the criminals around before they did their crimes? That's a bit sus, if you ask me.
It is weird, isn't it?
Did you ever see the people on that show? Like, they were so obviously
Look.
guilty of whatever crimes they had. It was like drugs all over.
Oh,
no, that's
wow,
not
pro-
mine.
You believe everything you see on TV, don't you, Yeti? Wow.
So they had a formula. The first segment is the action segment. The second segment is I don't know, it's kind of boring, and then the third one's kind of boring. So you only have to watch the first one or the special episodes where they're like it's all action, baby. That's the way you do it. Anyway, let's see here. This is further aggravated by the fact that the criminals shown were skewed to make it look as though Black and Hispanic men were the main perpetrators of violent crime in the U.S. and by okay, I don't want to get into and by making violent crime look more common than it is. It's not just reality TV either. Such skewed perceptions are often also found in news coverage of crime, which go on to affect viewers' perspectives. The show became so ingrained in our culture that the opening theme song later became the theme song for the Bad Boys franchise. It wasn't the theme song for the Bad Boys franchise.
Not even close.
It's what they would sing. You fuck.
Mm.
And that is only one show in a long history of police-centric media that stretches back to the early days of film and television. What do they call it? Propaganda?
Propaganda.
Dude, I loved this show when it started, but it fell off the
9/9,
rails so quick.
Mm.
And
Terry
very
Crews
Crews
that-
did, though.
That fell off as bad as what Barry has. Like that was one of the series that I would
Yeah.
recommend to anyone. And then as soon as they got brought back, from season 6 onwards, it went downhill. And that last season was the
Didn't even watch
worst.
it.
I couldn't even get through the first 2 lines on the episode. It was so bad.
I tapped out when they
Wow.
start going hard into identity politics. It's just, this isn't funny anymore. But when it started out, man, it was so good.
In many ways, shows about police embody the way we wish things were. There are clear-cut good guys and bad guys. Good guys cast as bad guys and comfort tearful victims. And comfort tearful victims. Bad guys are sent to prison, usually after a moment of vengeance or closure for the victim. All of this is enhanced by the fact that many of these shows pull plot lines right from the headlines, changing names and circumstances for distance, but also giving the collective public some amount of catharsis. Catharsis, yeah, I was close. Over the awful tragedies and crimes that social media, modern news cycle.
That word's almost as difficult as Roman numerals.
Okay.
Wow, you got to bring that up here, don't you?
Some of these shows have also been helpful in some ways. Marsa Siskia Hargadgidika, Captain. Did I know
Nailed it.
that?
Foreign name,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Nailed that.
Right on.
Captain Olivia Benson, Law and Order SVU, herself founded the Joyful Heart Foundation after hearing from fans of the show who were victims of abuse and found an outlet for processing their trauma in the show. But these are simplistic, often reductive, or outright false ways of viewing the messy 244 year ever. What?
What?
24
What?
What?
The 244 year ever evolving experiment known as America.
Oh, okay. I guess there had to be a different way to do that. Because like you
Well,
just get stuck trying to figure out what that is before you read the rest of it.
I'm actually still lost on some of what she wrote earlier. Like genuinely, I'm a bit thrown by some of it.
The historical part played by the police and the continued oppression of POC is rarely touched upon. I wonder why, because Black communities' distrust of police is often treated more as a barrier to the police doing altruistic work rather than a direct result of the negative effect police have had on those communities by design.
She didn't even put in the second apostrophe. The first is just distrust, and then she doesn't finish that.
Oh yeah, true. I didn't even notice that.
Dude, those communities are always like, no, we need more police, not less. No, why are you trying to defund the police? We need them. There's crime that happens all the time.
It's only people in gated neighborhoods that are like, that place up in Brooklyn. They don't need that many police. That's racist.
Yeah.
I'm so bothered by the apostrophe.
So Law and Order SVU is under the good?
Wait, what? This is the good? This is the good?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Law and Order SVU are the good.
She didn't even talk about Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It was just a picture. Oh, can't wait to see the bad.
They don't do anything copish. They sit in the office and play pranks. It's basically The Office.
One of the most unhealthy parts about police shows is that no matter what action they take, cops are almost always portrayed as being the good guys, even when they're breaking the law. Who watches The Watchmen, indeed? Wait, hold on. That's not true.
That isn't true. You ever seen Training Day?
Also, Watchmen wasn't cops. And neither Jack Bauer. Jack Bauer's not a cop.
Evidence is often gathered without warrants, leading to it being inadmissible to court. SVU? What? But this is mostly portrayed as would-be hero cops being stifled by the system rather than an alarming breach of rights. What are these shows that they're talking about? Give us an example.
When these happen in shows, that's the whole point. It's always portrayed as the copper doing something wrong, and the copper gets punished for it every single time. It's never like, okay, well, you breached that. That's bad. So actually, you know what? The only show where something like that's happened was Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
And also, they said, who watches The Watchmen? Isn't that internal affairs? Like, aren't they the ones watching?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, they have an answer.
But they're cops, too. They only go after the black bad cops, not the black, well, the other ones.
That's not true. You should know that if you watch Street Smarts.
True.
Yeah.
Freemasons.
Never heard of it.
Even though supposed good cops should want the bad cops to be quickly rooted out, they absolutely do, 100%. Defense lawyers, too, are portrayed in a negative light, which can lead to the perception that only the guilty will ask for their lawyer to be present during meetings with the police. When it is
everyone should always ask for their lawyer during meetings with the police.
He is not a fucking cop. Confessions
that's literally what I said. He's not a cop.
Are sometimes obtained through unlawful treatment or even outright torture of suspects, which puts viewerships more on the side of enhanced interrogation. Never mind that torture is more likely to produce to false leads or outright lies. That is last week tonight torture. Well, that is true. I don't last week tonight.
But I mean, if they're doing that when they're talking about Jack Bauer. The guy literally has one day to save the world, and he has to do it every fucking year for 24 hours. Like, I mean, give the guy a break.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard. I'd have given up on the first day.
Talk and make them swallow it and then pull it back out their throat. I mean, that was the best way to get it.
Shit.
That escalated quickly.
Wait, hold on. Look at this. Even progressive shows like Brooklyn Nine-Nine are not immune to these trends. Jake Peralta and other police officers are often shown detaining suspects without sufficient evidence or probable cause, leading to episodes devoted to forcing confessions or gathering evidence.
That was literally one of the best episodes ever. It was them in the room. It was them in the room with the guy. I can't even think of his name. The black fella.
Judy?
Who was constantly
Bobby Judy or something like that.
No, it wasn't. It was
the captain.
He killed his wife, and it was one of their budgetary episodes where they couldn't really do anything. But that was such a good episode.
It was a doctor.
Yes, the doctor one.
Yeah. I remember now. So the two, so it's Peralta and the captain, and that doctor, and that was it. Just the three of them all the way through it.
It's the guy who played Hooch in Scrubs, but it's not him. It's
it's not forcing a confession when you try to get the person to slip up by asking questions. Like, that's not forcing a confession.
What happened in The Making of a Murderer? That's forcing a confession.
I never watched it. Shock. What have I watched?
Well, yeah. Oh, there was a retarded kid, and they said, "So how did you kill the woman?" And he's like, "I did." And he's like, "Tell us what you did." He went, "I shot her." He's like, "No, you didn't." And he went, "I stabbed her." Like, "No, you didn't." And he went through 10 different things. He's strangled. He's like, "Oh, you got to that pretty quick. You strangled her, eh? Okay. Tell us where you buried her, and then we'll let you go." And he's like, I didn't bury her. And then I went through it. He's like, "Okay, because you've just confessed, you're now going to jail for the rest of your life." That's forcing a confession.
Hold on. This is the bullshit, right? So reportedly filmed the death of Javier Ambler, a 40-year-old African-American man who was tased to death during a March 2019 traffic stop over a simple failure to dim his headlights while driving. Listen, there is no fucking way that this dude he didn't dim his headlights, so they pull him over. You didn't dim your headlights. Tase, now you're dead. No. There's a big chunk there that's missing.
They looked at him first. They went, "Oh, you're black." Tased to death.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it out loud.
Yeah, he should have done. Put the taser from regular to black, because that's what all the cops have. They got that.
And I don't
switch.
recall the show being canceled for that. I was pretty sure it was canceled the same time Cops was, just because suddenly everybody hated any TV show with police.
Yeah. This show was permanently canceled the next day. Guess what? It's coming back, bitch.
Good.
Is it? Are you back on it?
It was fun to watch.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Mad cops.
Oh boy, this chick, man.
I like how they picked like 2 shows out of everything on TV: Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Law and Order SVU. Well, I guess
which they put under the good. Just remember, they put Brooklyn Nine-Nine under the good, and then proceeded to go, "No, this is bad," because of one scene, one episode where they arrested a black person.
I wonder if they watched Castle.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you meant the Australian film, The Castle, but you mean the one with Nathan Fillion.
No, that's the Rookie. Oh, yeah, Castle, and then he's now in The Rookie, which is also.
But he's not an author in this one. He's a rookie. There's a difference.
I've not seen that. I've seen Castle though, and Lucifer. Lucifer's a cop show, so
It's weird what it is. It's a very procedural cop show.
Yeah.
which turned into a soap opera by the end of it. Yeah.
There was a really great cop show that only lasted, I think, maybe a season. It was called The Good Guys, and it took place in Dallas, Texas, and it had the guy that Billy Madison had to go against for control of the company, that dude, and it had Colin Hanks as partner.
Yeah, I was going to say it had Bradley Whitford in it.
Yeah.
Bradley Wiggins.
No.
Oh. Right. Well, on that note, I think I'm going to go to bed because I'm hearing things wrong and I'm probably quite tired. So,
okay, bro.
Nice one.
Good night.
Catch you soon. Ideally, I'll catch you all on Street Smarts Saturday, 3 p.m. Central.
Street Smarts.
Oh yeah.
Mailbag.
See you, brother. Thanks for being here.
See you later.
See ya.
See you, man.
This is the show.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a trailer. This looks like a clip.
No! Bad dare!
Are you out of your mind? You don't sneak up on a man like that. Are you nuts?
You almost gave me a heart attack, Dad!
You almost gave me a heart attack, so we're even. Jack,
Oh, this is good
you want the
scene.
bed or the couch? I'd prefer the bed. I don't know.
Anyway, this is a great show. Check it out. It's called Good Guys. The Good Guys.
I don't know why it was axed. I mean, it had a good rating. It had good numbers, and then it just didn't get renewed.
Something so it was around. Was it 2003, 2004? Sometime like everything was very dark, and like this was this lighthearted kind of. You know what I mean?
This came out like 2010, 11.
Did it come out then?
Yeah. It was much later because I was already in my other place when I was watching it. That's how I remember it.
So you may be mixing a Boost with The Nice Guys, which is a great movie. It's a Shane Black movie with Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe.
He does not know how to punch a window in that.
See, yeah, that's what he's talking about. No, The Good Guys was a TV show. The Nice Guys is the movie, and it's like a spiritual sequel to Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which was Robert Downey Jr.'s comeback.
What was the one with Will Ferrell and Wahlberg?
That's the other guys.
The other guys?
The other guys.
Yeah.
They're
Hey,
so
Boost,
creative with cop show names.
I'm pretty good. Boost, if you haven't seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, bro, and you like The Nice Guys, okay, you already seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Anyway, all right. I got another article for us. It would have made more sense before. Is Yeti still here? He didn't run, did he? Okay.
I'm right here.
He's in the chat.
Sorry, before I get distracted by that. Come on. Oh, this is by Katrina?
Katrina?
No, Katrina Lind.
Katrina.
Oh, speaking of cats, wake down for $5 super check. Yes. Mad, I finally watched The Outpost. Surprised how real the soldiers felt. Yep. Check out The Old Man. Not quite what I expected, but I think you didn't. The Old Man. Is that the Robert Redford one?
The Old Man? No, that's Jeff Bridges. The dude.
I thought he was talking about Old Henry.
Oh no, The Outpost.
Literally on its like third episode.
The Old Man. I'm glad you like The Outpost, dude. It's really worth it. Oh, okay. I got to hear us on Hulu.
It's the soldier one.
None. I've seen none. What's it about?
Basically, he's
CIA
retired
stuff.
CIA. Yeah.
Something about. Oh, I thought there was only a 6% chance. What? Oh, yes. Oh, Val Kilmer was so good in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang too. Damn it! What was I gonna say? The Old Man. Oh, dude! I'm looking forward to.
Katina thought you were talking about her for a second.
I know. Oh, is it the same name? Close. But there was the Chris Pratt, his new movie that's coming out on Friday. The Terminal List, is that what it's called? He's like a Navy SEAL. His team dies, and he's like, "I'm gonna find people who maybe behind
people.
this." Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, all the reviews I've kind of skimmed were like, it's a right-wing revenge, blah blah. It's this, it's fucking America.
It's a good movie and be done.
I'm
with
like,
it.
So you're saying it's gonna go great,
right? I'm like, okay. Same thing with like
Was that Bruce Willis one?
No, it's Chris Pratt.
No. They did the same with the Bruce Willis one that's supposed to be coming out.
No, he doesn't make any movies anymore because he can't talk.
Good movies, yeah. But they did it with remember the mayor of Kingstown? If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's fucking great. It has Hawkeye in it. Jeremy Renner.
That's not Hawkeye. Hawkeye's the girl.
Fuck off. So what the article that I read that made me like, oh, I gotta watch this was this, they said it feels like a show from like 2011. I'm like, that was a pretty good fucking time.
I was gonna say that's the golden age of TV.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna check it out. And guess what? That show fucking was awesome.
It all went to crap at like 2012.
No, 16.
Yeah, 16 is usually like the Ghostbusters. Like the impact that the 2016 Ghostbusters has had.
Oh yeah, no. But it was building up from 2012, and then the whole CERN thing. We went into a different dimension. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, I was the 9/11 of comedy.
Taking place at Pearl Harbor during January 6th.
No, don't steal my shit.
My joke that I did on a super chat one time where I made that up after hearing it from someone I don't remember. Yeti.
It was in my video, so I think
There's
it
no
was there
proof of
before you
that.
did it.
Ooh, Wakedown has a good point about CERN or whatever killing us all. Yeah, man. Like when you start like taking atoms or neutrons and Higgs Barton them, you know what I mean? Like that shit.
No, it was hitting atoms together. To find out if there's a Higgs boson.
That's what I said.
in the explosions.
Yeah, man.
And then there's, some that thought it would create a black
Miss
hole.
Fluno?
But, if
Just
you
a whole
look,
bunch
everything
of
went
atoms
weird
back
after
and
that.
forth.
Yeah. All right. So this is how they're going to rank the 15. This has a little bit more structure than the other one we saw, protons. All right, Brent, Mr. Scienceologist. How cool was the fight? Number one, coolness. How cool was the fight to watch? Did he use a heavy amount of CGI that didn't age very well? Did it look cramped and awkward?
Was it cramped? It's a weird way of describing
Yeah.
a fight. Okay.
CERN did a festival thing a few years back, and lots of crazy shit happened. I have to look into that.
Oh,
Yeah,
look up their
cats living
tunnel
together, it was
ceremonies and
fucking
stuff.
weird.
Look up the tunnel
that
ceremonies.
figures. Swordplay technicality. Weirdly, I'm certified in level 2 of Rapier from Dueling Arts International, and a good fight contains a lot of elements. By the way, that's fencing. It's one of the 3 forms of fencing. I think there's 3 forms, right? There's saber, rapier, and
stab.
one. Yep, that's the one.
Yeah.
Well, that's got nothing on Grant.
way,
It's like
actually-
a level 6 raper.
I actually think that I'm right about there being 3 different ones. By the way, Jesse,
Are you still laughing at your own joke?
Yeah, he is. I think Jesse.
I saw Brahma
Mindstone?
pull his reaction.
Is that her name? Jesse Mindstone? Jeff's lady? I think she does saber.
Mindless
fighting.
entertainment.
Yeah. I think she does saber fighting.
Mindstone. She's not from Affinity War.
No, that may be wrong. Whatever. Fuck off. Don't tell Jeff. I want to be back on the show. I'm pretty sure I got the name right. I was always taught that one of the most important elements to a good theatrical fight is the intention. The level that the fighters truly act as though they want to hurt each other and protect themselves from being killed. What does that have to do with you being a level 2 rapier? These are done using simple offensive cuts and defensive parries, but is mostly conveyed through believable acting. Yes.
Nope.
So to portray like, oh, I want to kill this guy, you're definitely going to want to be doing offensive cuts. And if you want to portray to the audience that you don't want to die, defensive parries. I feel like that is
That goes without saying. We all know this.
I looked it up. We can't trust this person at all. The 3 are foil, epee, and saber. So, I mean,
Jesse Milestone. I got it. On my own.
rapierists.
Importance to the plot. Whatever, dude. I get it. Let's just go. Number 15, Yoda versus Count Dooku episode. What?
They're talking about not including clunky CGI and weirdness, and they're going,
Hold on.
All right, this one.
But it starts with, man, this fight sucks.
Why put it on the list?
I love how earnest he is.
Well, that's why it's at 15.
Bro.
It should be like one of the sequel
But
fights.
there are more
Come
than
on.
15 fights. Like,
Well, maybe they aren't going to count the cartoons and the crap after the. Well,
Please,
No, they
please.
they are going to count the
you're
crap
right.
after the sequels, but maybe not the crap after. The prequels.
EDM dance.
Make me want to scream, cut the foreplay.
Wait, how is this Yoda fan service? Whatever. All right, let's see. Wait, coolness 1, technicality 2. Okay.
The importance 0. Okay.
Yeah.
so
Total
in other
1.
words, they're saying you can
That's-
completely cut it out of the entire thing, and nothing would change in the series.
This is
Except
actually
Dooku would have already killed Obi-Wan and Anakin.
It seemed rather important.
nah, bro. This is 0. Number 14, Mace Windu versus the Emperor. This is actually higher on many other lists, but I disagree with elevating it for many reasons. First of all, it's pretty awkward to watch. Mace Windu comes in with 3 Jedis from the Council, and Palpatine just takes them all out in one hit each. Because he's the fucking Sith Lord. What do you mean?
He was able to hide his powers the entire time.
Yeah, he did that,
Yes,
like-
he's that powerful.
Yeah, he did that.
He essentially became the head of the Jedi, in charge of all the Jedi, to the point that not one single Jedi could detect him. He's pretty fucking powerful.
And like Mace Windu was one of the best sword fighters of the Jedi during the time. So he was able to not die instantly.
Hold on. So I get that they're trying to show that he's that powerful, and maybe they just didn't want to choreograph 3 other nobodies in a fight featuring Samuel L. Jackson. But it feels weird to watch the Jedi get slaughtered without trying to fight back. I don't think they had time to.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That like Palpatine was so fast that like they couldn't react possibly to save themselves.
Yeah. Other than that,
and what do they mean nobodies? There was Alien Dude 1 and Alien Dude 2. Like, obviously not nobodies.
Actually, I think they were called Guard 1 and 2 in the credits.
Really?
There was Kit Fisting in it. I believe so.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant Kip.
Kip.
Like our Kip.
No. I thought you said I thought he said there was Kip fisting in it. I'm like, ooh.
You gotta pay extra for that.
Going back to getting stretching.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Other than that, the whole fight feels lazy, both in choreography and editing. There are points when Palpatine thrusts and Windu doesn't parry, so there's a lot of dead air.
I mean, like they are like a lot of zoomed in shots because they just didn't have like enough footage to use, I presume. Because I heard that like the actor for Palpatine wasn't well trained for sword fights, so.
Well, he never had to be because he was like, you know what I mean, the Darth Sith Lord of Under.
He's Darth Sidious, whatever his name is,
and ancient.
There are points when I guess right that. So there's and if Palpatine actually just wanted to kill Windu, he could just thrust a few inches further and boom, the end. Hold on. It's about oh my god. It's
about how to break Anakin. That's the whole point of the thing.
That's not what I meant. I mean like in the technical, like it's about knowing your range, right? So
right.
He may thrust and be if he only did a few inches. Yeah, that's because it may not look just because you don't see Mace Windu like it, right? He may be keeping that range, that distance. He knows, you know what I mean? It's like boxing, same thing. That's why you measure.
Yeah, if he overextends, then he leaves himself vulnerable.
Into that thrust.
Oh, anyway, but he's a level 2 rapier. Other than that,
she's not a level 3.
Yeah, true. But it feels weird to watch the Jedi. Oh, wait, I already read that. There's no clear definition of how powerful everyone is supposed to be. There fucking sure as shit is. Clearly, he is. The only thing that this fight has going for it is its plot importance. Just for the sake of Anakin making his ultimate choice towards the dark side. Also, when Palpatine uses lightning and turns himself into a giant scrotum. I like that. Extra point. Get the fuck out of here. Dude, it was so dumb. Turn off your lightning. How can you not turn off the lightning? On top of that, how did you fuck it up again in Rise of Palpatine? Did you not remember? Can he not turn it off when he turns it on?
I mean, he was purposely doing it to, for Anakin. But
this is a 2.3. All that bullshit she said about the technical shit, she gave it a 2.
How the importance seems way higher than a 3.
Well, I don't know what it's out of. Is it out of 10? Did she say? Yes, 10. So 3 out of 10.
Wait. The article is called Lightsaber Duels, but like the Django fight wasn't a fucking lightsaber duel.
Oh,
come on!
Wait, hold on. Is it really called that?
Yeah.
Yes. Like scroll up to the top. It's called Lightsaber Duels.
Yeah, that's lightsaber duels.
Get the fuck out of here! Like, what kind of reading comprehension you have to have there for this?
Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Jango Fett episode 2. This fight is almost cool, but not quite. It's in the rain, and Ewan McGregor is always 100% invested in the pun wit-laden Obi-Wan, but Jango Fett is the
epitome.
Epitome? Is that it? Is that
yes.
how? I've never seen epitome written.
Epitome, yeah.
Huh. You ever have that happen? Like you know a word, but you've never seen it in like written form? Nope.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the word though.
Like nostalgia. That's a weird looking one.
I think
hyperbole.
Conscious was the first one that threw me.
Onomatopoeia.
No, that's literally spelled phonetically. Yeti, you're picking the wrong one.
Orangutan.
They did try, but it was
It's
just
not a Yeti.
unsuccessful.
God.
It's drawn out, and even though there's a lot of action, there's not a lot of intention. It ultimately ends up falling flat and feeling pretty bland. Oh, also, it's not a lightsaber duel.
This feels
Importance-
like 15 reasons why she hates Star Wars.
Bro, importance is a 4.
What?
Yeah. The importance is a
Ugh.
4. Something that she did not even talk about in the
Why
description
is
of it.
important in that fight? That was like entirely used. Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah, he could have flown away and it wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon Jinn versus Darth Maul on Tatooine. What? This was a 2-second
I
fight.
forgot this happened.
Darth Maul, cool. Qui-Gon Jinn, cool. Tatooine, always cool. Fight, kind of lame.
No,
Dude,
it's pretty
I just
hot.
wish there was more. Yeah,
Qui-Gon
I just wish there was
Jinn
more
cool.
series
That's like a
of
thing that you
Tatooine.
have never read in a sentence before until now.
It's basic cuts and parries for a few seconds. Then Qui-Gon force jumps into a ship, and well, there you go. But why do you have it 12? It doesn't contain a lot of importance, and like the Yoda versus Dooku fight, all of the action could have been saved for a more powerful class at the end. How is this better than the other ones? Darth Maul is already pretty evil looking, so doing a normal looking fight takes away from that power. What?
That's racial profiling.
However, he does fight with only one side of his double-sided saber, which acts as red herring thing. Acts as red herring thing for when he goes all two-bladed later.
But that's not a red herring. He just that's not
That's
he
not a-
just used it like a lightsaber. He didn't bring out both. That's not a red herring.
He was only fighting one person. Then when he fights two people, he uses two sides. It's a simple math.
Oh, but we already covered that earlier today.
Really, you're
Another-
having me about repeating something. I remember that, Yeti.
Another aspect that draws away from the fight is the bad camera angles. It's shot at some weird perspectives and a lot of dust. And
in a desert.
so it takes away
Sand.
from the power of the duel. This fight feels more classic Star Wars than anything else in the prequels, but you could still cut it and nothing would happen to the plot. It's a pretty all right fight comparatively, but just falls short of cool and more into plain. How is this better than the other ones?
Well, and also you can't cut it because that was the introduction to the villain. Like that told them about the threat that was, coming for them in the movie.
Wait, all she talks about how uncool this fucking thing is? It ranks a 5 in
It
coolness.
gets 5. Yep, that's the way to do it. I'm surprised that importance wasn't 9 with the way she was saying it wasn't important.
Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker versus Count Dooku, Episode 2. This fight is relatively important. One of the first times we see Anakin step up, stop talking about how much he hates sand, and be the great fighter that we, as the audience, have heard about or will hear about. Because
He loses a hand.
he was a kid in the first one. Oh, whatever. He wields 2 lightsabers, which is pretty rad, and then gets his hand chopped off.
Yeah, because he got cocky, which Obi-Wan was warning him about.
But dude,
The
don't worry.
lightning-
Next time they fight, his power's double. And unlike Obi-Wan series, it was actually time that passed, not the week before.
The lightning is pretty unique to this fight and adds a lot to an otherwise dull and very quick encounter. One big problem though is with the lack. I guarantee. So she's like, it was quick. It was short. I guarantee by the time we get to the Mustafar fight, way too long and drawn
Way
out.
too long. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
One big problem though is with the
Not
lack
enough
of
sand.
intention. If Dooku and Anakin truly want to hurt each other, there would be many more cuts and not a
Oh.
heady use of the Force. Still, it's hard to.
Wait, the lightsabers don't cut people though.
Well, she means like I guess in the technical term, like what she learned in Rapier level 2. But it sure does look like he's trying to.
And does she not understand that you can't overextend to leave yourself open? Like,
No, Yeti, that's not true. Some of the best fighters just rush in and just throw
Yep.
punches wildly without any defense.
Yeah, Kimbo Slice. It went well.
Yeah, what's he
Whoa.
doing now? Nothing.
Still, it's hard to
covering-
tell if this is because of the fight choreography or Hayden Christensen. Holy shit. Because, like,
I
yeah,
mean-
does he suck?
Maybe they couldn't do a lot of
Oh
technical
my
things because, the guy was in his 70s when he was doing this.
6. This is like 6. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Wow. We haven't seen anything from the sequels yet, which means it's about to get heavy in the sequels. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I love how chat is still going on about CERN fucking killing everything.
Oh, I started something.
Oh, now, Dooku. Now they're talking. All right. Okay, there's a lot going on here. As a kid, I really loved this fight in General Grievous, but now that I'm watching this objectively, not a thing. This is a good example of Star Wars jumping the shark in fight form.
What?
That is a bold fucking claim.
Didn't they watch the earlier episode? Someone put that as their number 3.
A battle between Obi-Wan. Oh, that was you. A battle between Obi-Wan and Grievous is already pretty awesome. But the fight's actual problem lies in its overabundance of something already good, thereby turning it into something bad. What?
I like lightsaber battles. Let's have a lightsaber battle. Yeah, that's good. But because you did it longer than I wanted, it's now bad.
No, hold on. Because a battle between Obi-Wan and Grievous is already pretty awesome. But the fight's actual problem lies in the overabundance of something already good, thereby so because it was only about Grievous and Obi-Wan fighting, it is now bad.
I mean, the
what?
science
I'm
checks
not sure
out.
where she's going with this.
My suspension of disbelief is already pretty high for Star Wars, but when Obi-Wan and Grievous start chasing each other on lizard monsters and weird circle motorbike contraption with a million cut and paste clones are firing lasers every which way, it becomes sensory overkill. I didn't think it was that bad. Still, what I do really enjoy about this fight is that Kenobi and Grievous have some serious intention. Where's this fucking intention? With all the crazy shit going on around them, they are heavily focused on killing one another, and I love that. Also, never get tired of Grievous spinning 4 lightsabers around and it tearing up the ground.
Did she just?
Did you just? Yeah.
Oh God, I can't.
The overabundance of this is bad, but I could never get sick of seeing this one part of it over and over again.
That is not overabundant of 4 spinning. Oh God, this hurts my head.
653.
Yeah.
Yoda versus the Emperor.
It's a 3.
On importance.
Yeah, technically, didn't that end the Clone Wars? Him
Yeah.
getting Grievous?
It did.
I mean-
because he was in charge. Well, that whole part it did. But the biggest thing also, that was a huge distraction for him during the whole, Order 66.
Order
and that
66.
shit.
Yeah, he wasn't able
Yeah.
to
wasn't
save
able to do anything.
Reva.
Yeah, if he was there, he would have saved Reva. I mean, everyone knows that's who. I mean, she is the Force.
I've already forgotten that chick's name. I was like, Kiva.
Here, the car. Kiva.
This is all right.
Season 2, she'll just name herself Skywalker.
What the fuck is this first sentence? If Obi-Wan versus Anakin is light versus dark on a small and personal scale, this is thematically the same fight, but on a large and impactful scale. Bitch, they were fighting on a fucking lava planet that was blowing up. What are you talking about?
Because
I mean-
they were fighting in the political parliament of Star Wars.
In the dark side?
It's
It was
so
an
much more
insurrection.
impactful.
I mean, the Anakin and Obi-Wan fight literally turned him into Darth Vader.
Yoda didn't
we know.
inhabit the Senate floor. They're not part of the Senate.
I am the Senate. If it was part of the Senate, then where's Jar Jar?
That's what I'm thinking.
Checkmate.
Oh my god. Again, it's a lot of spinning and it's hard to tell what's going on other than they're fighting with lightsabers really fast. In the end, even though this fight is heavily symbolic, it does fall just a little short because of the technology limitations, making it feel just a tad corny. You don't think it has anything to do with Yoda being green and 3 feet tall?
Right.
No.
Wow.
No way that could affect it.
Maybe it's all too with the fact he's like, oh, I lost
Holy
the battle.
fuck,
Time to
bro.
go into exile now.
We still don't have anything from the sequels. We're at 8. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker versus Count Dooku. Is quiet and concentrated with 2 very good Jedis versus 1 Sith Lord. It begins to show. This fight is on point with actual sword fighting techniques in its cuts, parries, and footwork, but also in its intention. Anakin and Dooku are going for blood in this fight, and with absolutely no mercy on either side. It's refreshing to see a solid fight with no unnecessary embellishments that ends with elements integral to blah, 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 blah. This is one where a short fight makes sense as it displays the growth and power of Anakin, but even though it's a solid fight, it's not overly exciting. Okay.
It was
How-
on my list.
It's not overly exciting, but I'll give it a coolness of 6. And I want to know how did they get the
Not an
total?
amazing duel,
This-
right? Yeah.
This
This is
wasn't
not
duel
a
either.
lightsaber.
It's one swing, and then he turns around and then gets bumped.
Yeah.
This sequence is short, sweet, and fun. Mark Hamill has got some serious skills with the lightsaber. Not
Hey, just
what
out of
we're
curiosity,
looking at.
Just
Does it look like the gun gets cut in half before the sword hits? Ready? There we go.
Yeah.
It explodes off.
that's
there before he
science,
touches it.
Grant.
Speaking
Okay.
of science, we have Eric K for $2.
Oh, this has been a great mad dump. Nice. Eric K, thank you very much, sir. I try my hardest, and I love, I know maybe not, this isn't for everybody, but I love seeing the nonsense like this, man. I love
Wait,
it.
this is you trying hard?
No. Well, yeah. Wait, what? Mark Hamill has got some serious skills with a lightsaber, and after being on Luke's journey through episode N5, it's actually really rad to see Luke flourish into this awesome Jedi that has no fear while taking down an
Are you
entire
holding
ship
on
of
to
bad.
the light part of the lightsaber there? Look at
Huh?
the last part of the swing. Look, ready? Watch.
Yeah, it's funny because
Yeah.
like there's another scene exactly like around here where he does like a force kick where
Dude,
like the kick doesn't really connect with it.
that is an awesome kick. He is literally like a foot and a half away.
I mean, Ray kind of did it better when
Well-
she kicked 3 guys.
Yeah, well, obviously.
And obviously he had his metal hand at that point, so you know it was
Yes, because lightsabers don't cut through metal. This has been clearly established in the Star Wars universe.
yeah, it was Beskar armor, okay? So he could hold it.
It
That's sad,
finally
but that
paints
technically might be
Luke.
true.
It finally paints Luke as the action hero to confront the Empire. He blew up the
Hell!
Death Star in fucking episode 4.
Oh yeah, but he got better.
Wait, how does it rate as the 7 for importance? Like he swung
That wasn't
once.
important at all. No, like him killing Boba Fett. Well, he didn't even kill Boba Fett. It was actually Han, but it has no impact
no,
on
Boba
anything.
Fett got out of it.
But yeah, we don't
But,
count
you know,
those.
It was still cool
Yeah.
seeing
Oh, I
him
forgot.
go up
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
Boba Fett like that. But importance it's kind of low.
Yo, this is cheating, man. Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader, episode 4. And they're using the badass fucking fan
Yeah,
made.
the fan made content. Okay.
Time has passed between the last time Obi-Wan and Darth Vader saw one another. Not that much. And time has not as much as you would think. In
This must be an old article.
And time has not been kind to either of them. This fight is simple and basic, but for all the right reasons. I think what I noticed most about this fight is how much Obi-Wan and Vader look like they don't want to be around each other, and it's all only enhanced by the previous fight on episode 3. Still, they hardly move. There are some
And
basics
they'll fight
in
the
there,
week before, and they'll fight the week before that, and then their other fight the week before that.
but because of how simple it is, it comes off as more boring since it looks like all they're doing is touching tips. The memorable slash Vader does to Obi-Wan at the end is pretty goofy today and takes away from the importance of that scene. This fight is all important, memorable, and historical, but just falls flat by today's standards. This is number 6.
Yeah, and the tip's important. You can't forget the tip.
Here comes Disney.
But that one had 2 great lines in it. That they were just touching the tips, and that it didn't look like they wanted to be around each other. It's like,
well, have you ever touched
Holy
tips with
enemies?
someone? You don't really want to hang out with them afterwards.
At least not for a few days or
awkward.
weeks, years.
Number
Little
5, Rey versus Kylo Ren, episode whatever it was. 7? Yeah. The fight between Rey and Kylo Ren closely mirrors the final showdown between Luke and Vader in episode. No, it does
doesn't.
not.
Okay, yes, there is a Palpatine versus Skywalker, but that's about it.
God.
By taking place in a colorless void? No, it doesn't. I can see it now. It uses highlighting and short swordplay to tell the story. It also continues a trend from the end of episode 6 by blurring the lines between light and dark and showing the animalistic nature of the fighting. It strays away from the prissiness that we've seen in the prequels and shows two people who want to fucking murder each other. My God. My only complaint is that Rey does seem a little too powerful, especially in overtaking Kylo Ren. A little too.
A little too.
What
Just
with
a
her
little.
complete lack of training. This bitch is a level 2 rapier and has no problem with her having zero fucking training with the lightsaber.
Magic is all over this bitch.
But
Rey's
Mad,
level 3.
you forget that she has that stick. So basically, she does have training because if you take that stick and cut it in half, it's basically the same thing, right?
Yeah, and she knows how to bypass the compressor, so
8 for coolness. 8 for it's 7 for oh boy.
The fight was animalistic, but it's an 8
Okay.
for technicality.
I will give this writer all the credit in the world that if that was the only one from the sequels, that is included.
Visual thinking. Okay.
Because think about it.
because they're gonna go the throne room scene. You watch.
No. Well, think about it. We have this one, right? We have Empire. We have
Jedi.
Mustafar.
Or
Yeah, and we have Jedi. That's 4. So unless they're leaving one of those 4 off the list entirely, it would have to go, episode 1, right? Episode 3, Empire, Jedi, in whatever order.
And then it's gonna have like the Last Jedi fight in the throne room.
It can't.
Yes.
Because it would have to leave one of those.
I'm telling you,
You're telling me that it put in fucking Luke versus Boba Fett over one of those 4. Fuck off.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I will burn this. I will burn my computer to the ground just out of spite.
I will turn this computer right around now.
On the coolness scale, this is a rad fight. I remember this as being seared into my memory from my childhood. I gasped in the theater when I saw that Darth Maul had a 2-headed lightsaber. I don't think that's the right term. As much of a piece of shit episode 1 is, my God, this fight makes the film. It contains excellent representation of the light and dark sides as presented. Yeah. The moment when,
It's
But
like
with
literally
just-
the most important. It's literally the most important battle. It shapes what happens with Darth Vader. If this
It's
battle
one of
didn't
the
happen and
defining
Qui-Gon didn't
moments.
die- Yeah, it is. This
Hold
is
on.
the point where everything changed.
It's one of the defining moments for Obi-Wan and his story. It's the defining moment for fucking Anakin. 9, 7, 8.5.
There's really so little importance in this fight. It doesn't matter if they win, because essentially it's only up to Anakin if they win the fight.
Listen, if we get to the throne room, the Last Jedi, remember, C is a level 2 rapier. Obi-Wan versus Annie.
I really hope number 1 is when Anakin murders all the kids.
Yes,
I'll take
yes,
that one.
about that.
I hope that's number 1.
Have you come to save us, Master Skywalker?
To
I'm
me,
gonna
the
put you in my
Jedi are
mode, don't
evil.
Yes, I'm going to save all of you except for that black chick over there.
Gotta keep him white.
All right, let's see here. 9, 8, and 10. Oh boy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Luke. Yeah.
yes,
Okay. What I absolutely love about this fight is its use of hate to drive the plot forward. Luke's not really a classically trained Jedi. Where's fucking Rey? And in this final, but he's more than whatever. And in this final battle with Darth Vader, he does allow the hate to flow through him in order to win. This is seen.
Well,
Yeah.
Not just that, the Emperor's fucking cool because he doesn't even blink or flinch.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty badass.
All right.
What's number one?
Well, maybe it was just because he was
important
old
on
and has cataracts, so he really didn't see the attack coming.
Okay.
So he's just sitting there enjoying himself.
Before we reveal number one, what do we have off the list that are good? Right, you have Empire.
Empire, yeah.
Are there any other ones that we may be missing?
Empire won't be on there. That won't be number one.
How can it not be number one?
It's going to be the throne.
You're telling me that they're leaving the Empire Strikes Back fight out.
Yeah,
I mean, my God, dude, I would have
the fight in the wreckage of the Death Star.
You know what's based on their fucking logic and rules and shit. Fucking Han Solo versus the fucking man, what's the yak? What are the fucking things called? From Empire, the things they ride.
Oh,
the
Tauntauns?
Yeah. Han versus the Tauntaun is a better fucking lightsaber duel than anything in the fucking sequels. I'll say that right now.
Yeah, him doing that C-section was really impressive.
9.3. Holy shit!
Wow.
Holy shit!
Did they not include the Last Jedi?
I want to know how old the article is, if it was before Last Jedi and the other one came out.
Holy shit!
I'm actually surprised.
This
That'd be
is
great if
based.
that's true. Yeah.
May 4th, 2022.
Yeah, so everything was
Okay.
out.
Well, I'm actually impressed for once.
Holy, dude! I want to.
It's a good thing that Matt is not going to burn down his PC.
Right, I was getting nervous. Like, damn it, I'm about to burn down my PC.
You were ready to like put some gasoline on it.
Maybe she did learn something from being a level 2 raper.
I want to see the comments. Why are there not comments?
They're all in German.
Das ist good, yeah.
Nobody's made a comment.
Yeah, it's I'm surprised and I'm not surprised.
I mean,
so Matt started burning the computer down now, or
I am shocked. Shocked,
Maverick
shocked, I
asked
tell
you.
you. Eat gad.
It's like first time being pleasantly surprised.
I don't even know how to react. That's crazy, man.
Maybe with like a shock and then like a gasp, and that might be a good reaction.
And then a mailbag.
Yeah, then a mailbag.
My God, like that has left me speechless. I'll say
it was almost a legitimate list. So close.
I mean, there was, dude, they would rather have in this Luke versus Boba Fett than the fucking throne room. Come on,
Obi-Wan versus Jango.
If we're doing this, by the way, talk about subverting expectations. And if we're grading it on a curve, that thing is A minus. You know what I mean?
Yep.
No, they don't do gradings like that anymore.
Nah, just
oh my God, yes. I just saw the thumbnail of this thing. I already know what it is, and I fucking love this.
A little treat for my dumpers.
Oh man, what are they called? The Red Dragon Society, Green Dragon Society, Yellow Dragon Society.
No, Yellow Bamboo.
Yeah, okay.
So don't be frightened of your passion and your
Oh no,
energy.
this thing
Please
again.
use it in this.
Well, we didn't get to watch
So if you
most
find
of it,
you've got
or some of it, or
feelings
a
coming
lot of
up,
it.
then just use it more in the practice.
This is the shit that you show on Morning Nonsense.
If you've seen this documentary, there's one guy in there. He's an Australian fella. He's constantly getting pissed and listening to heavy music. He's like, I just wanted to come out here to get laid. He's like, now I'm fucking stuck out here with these fucking weirdos. It's so good.
As soon as you get to chest height,
Oh, there he is.
then cross the arms, keep your focus.
Use your
Cross the
KO
arms,
kin.
bend the legs. So now you imagine there's huge chains all around the body, right up to the head. And when I say break the chains, open the hands.
Yeah. I'm not gonna get claimed for that. Well, I'm not gonna get claimed.
Hands together. Keep your connection. Be aware of your body. When the hands come to here, bend your knees. Arms apart, nice and big, lots of space. You're going to send the energy
Miss
out
Flu,
here
you're
and
mad,
out here.
dumpers.
See what happens in the middle. Keep going and keep breathing. You can breathe as much as you like and make space to breathe in. It'll be like a big wind and you just keep going until it starts feeling like honey.
What?
Like honey?
I love that.
Tighten the whole
It's the
body.
best way. It's like
Cross the
press it in,
arms.
it'll feel like a big
Looking to
wind
the right.
and move
Pull the
around
energy
until
in.
it's like honey. All right, cool.
Looking
Next
to the
part.
left.
Like, don't
Looking
explain
up.
any of that. Just
Breathe in, pull the energy in.
Hey,
Pull it
Grant,
down.
check your message.
When you get to the chest, bend the knees, arms apart, and push the energy out the hand. Big breath.
Wow, this new Dragon Ball live action is looking really good.
Oh man,
Dude, hold on. I know there's not a lot of foosball people, but does that not look like fucking Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
More power, more passion, more power.
Oh yeah,
Look
it totally.
There's Karen
Look
Rodgers
hands.
behind him.
into the hands. Look into the space between. Yes. Good.
What the
Good.
fuck is
Good.
going on?
They're fucking
Good.
Kachuku.
Good. Yes, Magnus. Good.
Hadouken.
Good. Yes.
This guy's strong. That guy's a German named Magnus.
Well,
no,
someone get him
that's British.
a bag. He's hyperventilating.
Grant, do you have this documentary?
Somewhere.
Because
on
I
my
can't
computer,
find
I
it.
do. Yeah, no, I've definitely got access to it somewhere
All right,
because I
cool.
actually watched it probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago because I was going to do a video on it. Because these guys, there was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy that actually went to this thing and they were doing this challenge. And this guy said, "You guys are full of shit. This isn't any sort of thing." It's like, all right, we'll prove it. Why don't you run at this guy? And he picked like this guy. He charges at him. He picks him up and he drops him on his head. And he does it 4 times.
Jeez.
And
Hey,
the guy,
Rob,
and the guy's like, why didn't it work? And the guy couldn't understand why these powers that he paid $1,200 for this retreat didn't work. And then the guy turned around and said, because you just didn't try hard enough.
or your tongue was in the wrong place.
Oh yeah. Because see, this is the thing. I shouldn't really be saying this, but if you have one toe up and one toe down, and then you switch, can't get knocked out.
Or if your tongue's in the wrong place. That was a different guy.
Yeah, that's Dillman.
Yeah. Hey, Rob, if you're still around, if you could find this for me, send it to me, man. I'd appreciate it. What did Vickers do? Did he throw out the bad feelings?
Yes.
So you've got a lot of power, but it's not really coming out. Okay?
You're keeping all your power in. Well, fast forward a little bit. We're running low on time.
Man, there's a link in the private chat.
I
You
see
gotta
it.
check
I see it. I see it. I'll check it.
Yeah, we'll end up with that. She's got a
shit.
poor girl.
Hey, what's the? It's 1,000 miles. What's the name of the documentary?
I'm not 100% certain.
It's hold on, I got it on my list here.
Space Cop.
3 miles north of Malcolm.
Yes. Something
Is
like
that it?
Good. Look into the hands. Yes. Good.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, that made it. Yeah, that is it. Yeah.
He's like, dude, I just wanted to get laid. I don't want to be a part of this shit. My energy's in there,
Can
I'm keeping it
you
later.
skip to the part where he charges into that woman?
I feel like someone's got to shit themselves
Wait,
at,
is
like
this it or
doing this.
Well, that guy did.
So keep.
Yeah, I think it's
You're
3
ready,
miles
actually, you're ready.
You're
north
ready.
of
You're ready.
Malcolm, right?
It's like pushing forward.
Yeah, Morcom or Melt, something like that.
With a shout. You ready? Yes. Come here. You don't have to touch.
Here,
Can
I'm.
you come like this? Rebecca? So, if you stand here, you stand here.
3 miles
and
north
Magnus
of
and
Malcolm.
Rebecca, you prepare
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
And I don't know when I'm going to come, so you have to prepare quickly.
Sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I'm 12. Okay. Normally, I don't go for like the low brow, like, you know what I mean? But like that one got me. It got me.
Automatic.
He looks like toxic flu. Miss Flu, back me up.
The music kicks in.
Hell yeah, it does, bro.
KO King times 9!
Andas in, ut. Andas in, för in energin, ner.
No. Come on, a little bit. A little, like, okay, imagine Flu doing that face. Now can you tell me that it kind of...
Or maybe if it's...
You know what? The best. That's not even the best bit. This is right here. Ready? Here it goes.
Yes.
See, her mistake was not going Super Saiyan 2.
Right. So if you missed it, this is so good.
With all of her power.
So he immediately hops up because he's like, "Oh, I fucked her up," and then he goes, "Oh, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be bullshitting these people." Oh, I know. It's like when you get punched in the liver. It's like a liver shot. It's a delayed reaction. Looks so fake. That's fake as shit. Him fucking bulldozing her. That was real.
And then the best bit is he blames them for it.
Yeah. What the fuck were y'all doing? I'm pretty sure she.
Why is she grabbing her asshole?
She broke her butt bone.
She broke her tailbone. She fractured her nose and her orbital bone.
What?
Seriously? From that?
Yeah.
Where the fuck were you guys at? Hang on. All right, let's see the impact one more time.
What was it supposed to demonstrate?
She was supposed to push him back with her superpower.
With her
He goes,
teeth?
and then he falls over. They do it earlier with everyone.
God damn.
Did they add the sound effect, by the way?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, fuck.
I like how she quickly pulls the guy out of the way.
Oh, see, it was his
Listen,
fault.
listen.
He wasn't giving her enough power.
Oh.
Like, dude, he was not going slow.
Absolutely beautiful.
Where the fuck were you guys?
Yeah.
Where the fuck were you guys?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Look at they're helping her. They're putting healing hands on her. It's so good.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
thanks, brother. Oh man, thanks, Wickdown, dude. They are force healing her.
I don't think that
I like
healed the fractured.
The Aussie guy behind him with his arms crossed. He's just like, this guy's a fucking nut job, isn't it? He's just like, it's like, what the?
You think like that tore her fucking her
He's
butthole?
trying to sit
Like
on.
what
He's trying
happened
to
to
teabag
X-Pac?
her. Yeah.
She's down. Oh, she loses her shit later on too. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, because it's men.
You're just defending yourself.
Yeah, and then he says, "This is what you did wrong," and then he shows it like she's in that much pain. She's swearing her head off. He's like, "Yeah, I'll show you what you did wrong."
As soon as you see me move, everything you got in there, you push it out.
What, can we do it?
We can do it.
Right. Let's go.
Sure.
Can you wipe me through it?
Yo, that would have been a flag and a 15-yard penalty in the NFL. What he did to her.
Can you just imagine if he was running at someone and someone just did a Superman punch at him?
See, bitch. See what you did wrong,
Okay.
Women can't do anything right.
right? Ugh. There's no calculator to help you with this one.
Should just go over and sit on his face. And he go, oh, yeah, I killed you. See, look, he's like, this is what the fuck is this like? That face is all. He's just like.
This is the first guy who realized that this is all bullshit.
It's an hour and 47 minutes long. I cannot wait to watch it. I'm gonna have to go in because I'm pretty sure there's probably gonna be nudity.
Oh yeah, there's more than side boob. So yeah.
All right,
We just covered the little kid's eyes.
Actually, go back to that part. That's the guy. I think he's where he calls him out.
Fear, I wasn't scared. It's just like you're running, and you're not going to get past. It wasn't. I don't want you to.
Oh no,
it's just
different
you're
part.
not,
Yeah,
that's it.
different
So
way.
it's really.
Oh, so he still buys the bullshit.
Visualization that you know without a sand grain of doubt that it works.
Also, that other guy
It
that's
does.
there, the tall German with his slick back hair,
we'll
he
look after
actually ended up going to jail because he
Thank you
stabbed
very much.
someone through the back of the neck with a bottle.
What? Hold
Right,
on.
right.
No.
During
Wait, no,
no,
you don't have to edit it, bro. Just send it. I can edit it.
Right after this thing got released. You see that guy there with the white shirt on? Yeah, he put a bottle through the back of someone's neck. Yeah.
That's in this documentary. Can
No,
I
no,
get a link?
this was afterwards. This is
Oh.
Where's the German?
Victim!
What?
You fucking victim! Don't come here, you fucking king! The victim and the king is the same thing!
What?
Wink, and the
Bitch,
king. What?
you
the
have-
victim and the
bitch.
king is the same thing.
Bitch,
You're
you got
wearing
a
a white
concussion.
shirt.
You got a
It's on your
concussion.
whistle.
And isn't
It's
she yelling at the
exactly
wrong
same.
person?
There is not the something. It is exactly the same.
What?
You said that you are the king and I'm the victim. Think about it. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
They should block it with energy. Yeah, they should block
Could've used
TikTok
his
with
force
this
shield.
shit.
Bullets of wisdom from
Wait,
woman
okay.
of Atkinson.
Was he the leader that she was yelling
like I
at?
said, it's not invisible, but I can see it because I also have a victim part inside of me. So it's
Well, she's no longer the victim.
painful, but a great gift.
She was the attacker. She was attacking you. So she's going through this whole role.
Yeah, she yelled at you, so now she's the attacker.
Yeah. So if you get like hit by a car and then you yell at a tree, you're no longer a victim.
Oh.
The tree is.
Hey, Toxic Reorg is talking about you and your doppelganger. Anyway, so you can be looking forward to that coming up soon. As soon as we finish that fucking movie. The fuck is that movie called, Yeti, that we've been watching for like 2 fucking episodes? Future War.
Future War, yeah.
That takes place in 1996. Present day.
Oh, that's
It
right.
starts
the one
in a
that
spaceship.
the one
Yeah, that
that
was.
steals from other movies. That
Yeah.
literally doesn't do any editing. Just puts clips from other movies.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Fucking awesome. And it
It's
has like
incredible.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, like tall.
Yeah, it's weird because is he like a Rain Man and a
Thanks,
cyborg
Mike
at the
Down.
same time, but then a human? Like it's really weird.
And he also learns like English through fortune cookies. A neighbor nearby is better than a brother far away.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's
Something like
changed my life.
Also, he was. I don't know if he was trying to learn from the radio or he was making love to it in that first episode that you watched because it was really weird. All of a sudden, he was fiddling with a knob and then he could talk on a train. It was great.
And on that note, that's going to do it for all of us here at Mad Barber Entertainment / the Sporking News Podcast, Mad Wednesday Mad Dump.
So, hey everybody, welcome to this dump. What a gay name. It wishes it was gay, actually.
We almost made it
We
through a
miss
full
you,
2
Edwin.
hours of it.
And I can't believe like the Pride Month is almost over and Edwin has not been allowed back on once. I know I have invited multiple times to be on Wednesday. I don't know if Scott did.
First to know, my pronouns are so thank you.
Nailed it. Anyway, anybody got anything they need to get out?
No, I think I'm pretty good. I got a couple of videos that I'm doing. I'm doing a complete breakdown on why the Obi-Wan series is the worst thing that's ever happened to anyone, even worse than 9/11. Let's just say, or January 6th. I don't know. I haven't figured out the title yet. So
on Pearl Harbor, Jesus.
Cool.
God,
yes,
never mind.
I am going to be on yelling at.
I can't even say words now.
I am going to be on yelling at park cars on Monday. It's on this little channel, Comics Division. Good guy, trying to help him out, get him that mad bump, you know,
That's the way to do it. Good lad.
Yeah. Try to bring those
Brom,
up.
have you heard of that channel?
I've heard of that channel. I think I'm going to be on Thursday Night Throwdown tomorrow too, and I may even be on Yelling Apart Cars with Matt on Monday.
Well,
we'll have a good time.
I haven't seen the list yet. I got to approve panels before I'm actually on there. Mark, thank you so much for being here and having your influence.
Well, no problem. I'm still in the middle of rebranding, so I don't really make content right now. But it was nice to be here.
You're welcome every Wednesday as long as I'm here. Sounds like a chick that been impregnated. No, not if my man, damn it.
Mad
Was it the dog that I was hearing?
Mad yeah. If my Mad Chino in the morning has anything, that's where you put Plan B in their coffee. Before you sneak out. Never.
And then you
never
inject
lose.
it into them.
Yeah, always make sure you have your keys. Well, I made that mistake before. Go back to the keys. Anyway, Yeti, you don't have anything. Grant, you already said something. Brahma, you got anything?
I said something. Thursday Night Throwdown tomorrow, and
cool.
Yelling Apart Cars with you.
I'm still waiting to be inspired by my next video. If you haven't seen my Obi-Wan video, it's amazing. If you haven't seen my Top Gun, it's the most controversial video I've ever done, and it's complete nonsense. I don't know why people are taking it way too serious.
As I said, dude, when you go up against big glass, you're going to run into a lot of people who are against
you think that's what it is? You think it's a bunch of bots from Big Glass?
Dude, there's a lot of pro glass people out there, so.
Yeah. I tried cutting a trailer for Neil Brenn's movie I Am Here ... now, but
I was gonna say you need more pauses for that because there's 4 dots.
I can't make sense. I can't do, there's no way to cut it in.
Yeah. Just have all you do is just cut all the scenes that where anything happens and just have him driving for 3 minutes as the trailer.
I ended it with a minute of him just fucking driving.
Yeah. Or eating out of a tin.
Yeah. And I ended with the dude on the bike going, "Wow."
You need to do something with RRR and just piss off a whole subcontinent. That'll be fun.
I don't want to have to watch it though. Should I do why RRR is the worst movie ever made?
Yes, but
what I did with Top Gun.
But do a review of The Last Jedi or something. But just call it RRR review.
Hold on.
You can full on piss off the whole subcontinent.
We got to get going. I'm about to piss off India.
All right. See you, everyone.
Take care.
Stay Gucci. I can't see the I think the song goes like this. Light out. 807. Oh, it is 807. And it's still light out. I see everybody in this video by Katina. So many